What's going on, people? My name is Alam. Welcome to another Info in Motion Football live stream. And today we got the first Sunday night football live stream of the season. This is the staple at this platform. We do Sunday night football watch alongs slash recaps of the week's football up to that point. First one of the year. I'm thrilled. We got Rams Lions. Not the matchup that I'm dying to see or anything, but just grateful for football. So I think this matchup was cool in the playoffs last year because it was the first time that Stafford came back to Detroit. That type of stuff was interesting and cool. But with that over, this is just cool. This is just okay. Um that being said, these are probably two playoff teams. I was kind of taking stock of where all the teams are in the NFL. Green Bay losing their quarterback for about a month will drop their playoff stocks. These are probably two playoff teams. So it's a good matchup of two good teams. LA is quickly in third and long after a failed check down and a failed deep shot. But yeah, big up Steve. Shout out to my guy Strasburg Steve. Today we did a bunch of watch-alongs on Sarcasm City. So for those for those of you who aren't familiar, I do live streams on Sarcasm City. Sometimes they did football live streams today on Playback, which is a separate streaming platform from YouTube. And we watched a whole lot of football today. It was a good time. That's probably where I'm going to be for the earlier games of the NFL this year. Okay, screen to Cooper Kupp, and it goes for negative yards. So the Rams have two negative plays of their first three of this season. Tough start for them. Quick 3 and out. Detroit gets the ball. But yeah, definitely you guys tune into the Sarcasm City Playback live streams if you guys enjoy watching football with the company of internet friends. Okay, I'm gonna get this scoreboard up there. But yeah, big up Leon, Patriots fan in the building, member of the One Win Committee. A lot of us are in the One Win Committee, but not everybody. Some of us out here still have 0 wins. And I think the thought of that is pretty depressing. But shout out to everybody who has their one win. Gerard Mayo, first win of his career. Shocking win, yes. More of the same from Cincinnati at the beginning of the year. They haven't won a game in week 1 or week 2 for like 3 years now. If they lose next week against the Chiefs, which they probably will, that'll be 3 years in a row of going 0-2, and that'll be really, really, really bad. I don't know what it is about Cincinnati and why they start so slow, but it is definitely a thing. First down for Detroit. Montgomery goes up the middle. Shout out to my guy Jared Brown. What up today? I was at the Texans Colts game and it was the best game. Wow. Oh yeah, you were at that game. Oh, you must have enjoyed your time there. You definitely must have had a great time. Back and forth, entertaining game. Obviously, as a neutral, it was amazing. For you being somebody who had a rooting interest, I guess it would have been kind of stressful. But hey, man, Anthony Richardson got the deep ball to work quite a bit today. Big up, Joel. We're going to talk about the games throughout this live stream. So if there's any games you guys want to talk about particularly, feel free to bring them up. During halftime, we'll go run through each and every one. Anything that doesn't come up during the live stream. I think Peter is going to be joining later on. What else? Maybe we can look through next week's games a little bit now that we have a bit of an idea of where everybody's at. Big up, Joel. Hey, Joel, I was very disappointed with Cowboys Browns. That was not nice to see. Cowboys offense looked good. Oh shit. Third down, a sack for the Rams. So Detroit goes 3 and out. These two teams trade 3 and outs to start their season. Cowboys Browns game was boring, same like Panthers and Saints. Yeah, those two games were blowouts. Not fun at all. Not fun to watch. What? So to get the Panthers Saints game out of the way quickly, I thought uh, all eyes were on New Orleans' new offensive coordinator. Yes, the Panthers are not a formidable opponent defensively, but when that's the case, you're supposed to score 47, and they did what they're supposed to do. So kudos to the new OC. That's a good sign for the Saints. The problem is that their personnel just it's going to set a cap for how good this offense can be. Are they good enough to score 47 against the Panthers? Yes. Do I think that makes you a good offense? No. I thought Chris Olave got like his performance in a game like that super disappointing. You have your offense running. I don't know if he got hurt. Maybe he got hurt and I missed that. But the way your offense is clicking against a bad opponent and you produce the way he produced, I think he had a couple catches. That's not good. Rashid Shaheed got a long touchdown. Yeah, it looks like they just did a decent job of executing. And that was enough to score 47 against the Panthers. But they were such a bad offensive team last year that it's, good. I think a good sign that the Saints offensive coordinator is better than the one they had last year. From a Panther standpoint, I'm going to be honest. Do I think that they were a bad team? Yes, I definitely think that they were a bad team. Did I think it would be this bad in week 1? No, because I think sometimes when teams are bad, they're so desperate to not be bad that they just have like a game early on where they overperform and sometimes they get a win. I thought Carolina would, at least in a divisional matchup, make it a bit of a game. The fact that they got blown out so convincingly so early, I think that's really discouraging. I'm scared for the Panthers. And it's not like there's a Caleb Williams in this draft. It's not like there's a light at the end of the tunnel. You can't like move off from Bryce Young for Carson Beck or even Shador. I think there's a lot of risk with both those prospects. So you got no light at the end of the tunnel. Like I said, I brought this up on the Sarcasm City stream. I really haven't seen an organization this deep in the mud. This is really, really bad for Carolina. Have there been teams that are this bad on the football field? Yes. But then you factor where they're at as an organization. They didn't even have their own first round pick to capitalize off being this bad. That hampers you from getting out of the mud. They weren't able to get Caleb Williams last year. They might have the number 1 overall pick and not get a special player at the top of this draft. So they're not really getting the things you need to get to climb out of the hole that you've put yourself in. I think that team is a complete mess. Let the Cowboys drink their annual Kool-Aid. This is true though. Like the delivery of the Kool-Aid. No, actually, no, I like the Kool-Aid is sipping the optimism. What do we say the coming back to reality thing is? The humbling. The humbling sometimes doesn't come on time in the mail. Sometimes it's delayed. But the humbling is guaranteed to always happen at some point with the Cowboys. So, we just wait. We'd wait. That's going to happen at some point. Deshaun Watson is cooked. Deshaun Watson is very cooked. Deshaun Watson is as cooked as it gets. I'm just going to open up a quick tab here to look at his contract. Wow. Okay. First down, Stafford has to rifle an out pass, a pass on an out route into a really small window. A Detroit player easily could have got their hands onto that. Oh my God. Deshaun Watson's cap hit next year is 72 mil. Oh my God. They cannot get rid of him until the end of this contract. He's locked in for 2 more years. Oh my God. What the hell did I just see? 170 mil guaranteed dead against the cap next year if they cut him. 72 mil against the cap. That is outrageous. What about the Bears though? Okay. Chicago. I think they have an improved roster, and you saw that. That's why they won the game. Their defense obviously made plays. Special teams made a play, yes, but their defense did a good job of keeping them in the game when the offense was faltering, and obviously did a big role in winning the game with the pick six. Their roster is better. That's what showed. What also showed is that I think the offensive coaching still isn't good. So they got Shane Waldron. Shane Waldron was the Seahawks offensive coordinator last year, I think the last 2 years. Maybe just the last year. But I thought the Seahawks offense was disappointing last year. So I think hiring somebody coming off a disappointing stint is never good. So I think that's discouraging. Okay, that was a quick slant pass to Cup. I didn't even know the play started. But yeah, I think it was discouraging to see what he did last year. And then you see what happened today. Caleb Williams had a Justin Fields like stat line. So I think that tells you more about the organization than the quarterbacks. The Bears, their offensive players had their moments, but the offense stunk. And I think it's going to be fine. But I think it just goes to show we had a lot of conversation on this platform, me, Peter, and Murtaza, talking about the situation the Bears were in. And we kind of pushed back against the idea that switching quarterbacks would just fix everything for the Bears. We were pretty clear about how we felt in that regard. And I think this first game was a pretty good indication that we were onto something in terms of the fact that, yes, Caleb White might be a step up from Justin Fields, but it's not going to fix everything magically. There's a lot of things have to happen. The coaching has to get better. The roster, it did get better. It probably has to get even better. But I do think it's interesting that the Bears had in their first game of having Caleb Williams had the most historic heritage like Bears win ever. No offensive touchdowns, defensive touchdowns, special teams touchdown. This is true. This is true. In my lifetime, that's the best quarterback I've seen the Bears have. And he had his own issues. He had his own things that stopped him from being elite. Cooper Kupp. Okay, it looks like the Rams have kind of figured something out now. They're moving the ball pretty well on this drive. Lots of throws to the sidelines. If you've noticed, there's 2 outs to Cooper Kupp to the left. There was a pass to the right sideline to Puka Nacua. So they are definitely working the sidelines. Oh, the pressure stops Matt Stafford from finding. I think that's who's number 15. I saw the 5 and I was like Tutu Atwell, and he's kind of short, I think. But that guy has much longer hair and a whole added number to his jersey. Who's number 15? I'll find that out later. Rams number 15. Oh, it's DeMarcus Robinson. Okay. Hell of a play made by number 86 there. Who is that? Damn, I'm learning a lot of Rams today. Rams number 86. Colby Parkinson. Okay. I think he came from the Seahawks. But like I said, another pass to the sidelines, this time to the right side. The Rams had a 3 and out on their first drive. The second drive here, they're definitely working the throws to the sideline. If you were to identify an issue with the Lions last year defensively, you could identify a few. But one of the ones was definitely their secondary. I think this year they drafted Terrion Arnold, and I think they signed somebody. But it looks like the Rams are still identifying that as something to test, because when you're throwing to the outside, especially quick throws to the outside, you're basically looking at the corners and saying, we can beat you. We're going to avoid the safeties, the linebackers. We're going to get the ball out of our hands quickly so that the defensive line really isn't really in a position to make a play. We're just going to basically ISO your corners. So the Rams are in the red zone, 2nd and 10 from the 19. Oh my God. Oh my God. Stafford has to hold the ball even just for a little bit. And 3 Lions get into the backfield. 3 Lions, no England shirt. Let me see this replay. Does everybody lose their rep? Okay, 1, I kind of lied. It's like 2 Lions. But yeah, the center and the guard there looked really bad. Well, 3rd and 18. Rams are probably going to leave this drive with a field goal, barring anything crazy. The play is blown dead for a false start, so this field goal attempt seemingly gets even longer. They're going to get pushed back to the 32. It would be a 50-yard kick if they don't gain any yardage. So it looks like the Rams will probably just try to get in field goal range here. Baker Mayfield went off today. Okay, the talking point for Tampa Bay is definitely that it looks like they didn't take a step back losing Dave Canales, which is interesting to think about from the Panthers standpoint. Because did the Panthers take a step up gaining Dave Canales? No. Did the Bucs take a step back gaining Dave Canales, losing Dave Canales? No. So, are we sure that guy's good? Are we sure? I think the Seahawks definitely took a step back when they lost Dave Canales. I think that's what happened. Was he on Seattle? Okay, I'll figure that out. I'll figure that out. Figure that out after 3rd down. God, I'm having a hard time getting these words out. But yeah, Baker Mayfield playing with a new offensive coordinator, Liam Cohen, who I think was on the Rams when he was on the Rams. So there was some familiarity there. He came from Kentucky. And yeah, Liam Cohen's Bucs offense was rolling, it looks like. I think the running game, Rashad White didn't have a good game, but Bucky Irving had, I think, 62 yards. So that's good. Impressive from Tampa Bay to keep things going. And then from a quarterback standpoint, you got to look at Baker Mayfield and say, you know, the Browns looked at you, said you're not good enough, shipped you to the middle of nowhere. You kind of bounced around a little bit, but now fast forward a couple years later, Rams kicker makes the kick, 41 yards out, 3-0 Rams. If you look at all these years later, they're paying Deshaun Watson so much more than the Bucs are paying you, but you're better than Deshaun Watson. So super satisfying today for Baker Mayfield, I'm sure. And then I think look at all the other teams though. So the Browns dumped Baker Mayfield. They don't have a good quarterback situation, and they're paying their guy more. Carolina had Baker Mayfield and fucked him off. They don't have a better quarterback, and they committed more resources to getting Bryce Young, obviously, than the Bucs did to getting Baker Mayfield. And then who else? The Rams. So the Rams obviously weren't going to get rid of Matt Stafford to keep Baker Mayfield. But one could argue that Baker Mayfield's playing better than Matt Stafford now, because the Rams got Baker 2 years ago, right? In the last 2 years, he's probably outplayed Matt Stafford. So Baker Mayfield has been gotten rid of by a lot of organizations that haven't been able to do better than Baker Mayfield since. So I think from his standpoint, he's probably feeling pretty good. That's probably a good stroke to his ego. And if you look at Tampa Bay's situation, I think organizationally, they're too happy being in the middle ground, but they're doing a hell of a job not being bad. So if that's their goal, they're definitely achieving it with flying colors. The Cardinals look good today against the Bills. Yeah, their defense definitely underwhelmed, and I think for them with a defensive coach, they would probably be disappointed, but I wouldn't say it's too big of a deal because I don't actually think they did much to get better on paper. I think one of my concerns with Arizona's offseason is that while it looks like they're headed in the right direction, they seem to be moving just really, really slow. I think there's a lot of other organizations we've seen in the last 5 to 8 years where when they have the kind of year Arizona had last year, where your coaching looks good, you have a handful of young players, you look like you're on the right trajectory, you then bolster that roster with good talent, and then you go from there. It looks like the Cardinals just opted for kind of not really spending much in free agency, just drafting more young players and kind of settling for just being marginally better than last year on paper. And I think that's not the right approach. And I think you could, that's how you end up with a result like today when Buffalo, I think, struggled for their first 2 drives, but once they figured it out, they were moving the ball up and down the field with ease. It was simple. So while I think the Cardinals fans might be a bit disappointed, I think what happened to your defense makes sense. And then last but not least, oh yeah, Buffalo on the other side of it, right? I think for them, they'll be happy to see that their offense honestly looked very similar to the way it looked with Diggs. A bit different of a formula. If you look at their receiver targets, they weren't really throwing to their receivers much. A lot of running back usage, a lot of tight end usage. But if you think about it, part of the reason there's some friction with Diggs is that they weren't really throwing it much to receivers when they had him as well. Davis wasn't a particularly high target volume guy, and Diggs had to throw to kind of like cause some issues to become a high target volume guy. So yeah, if you look at Buffalo, it feels like they're finally settling into what they want to be, and they look pretty good while doing it. In terms of their defense, I think their defense has been pretty shaky for a while now, and it's just still shaky. Once they paid Josh Allen, they haven't really been able to spend a whole lot of money defensively. They pay a lot of their own players, and they are just a team that plays a lot of their own like draft picks, and the people that they spend money on are usually like middle tier free agents. So I don't think they're a particularly talented defense, and it shows. I think it's frustrating. It's probably frustrating to have a defensive head coach and a completely pedestrian defense. But that's the situation they've put themselves in. Outside run to Jahmyr Gibbs gets 5 yards. Murray looked good today. This I will agree with. I think Murray looked very good. I think he's obviously healthy as hell right now. Good command of the offense. I feel like he clearly likes dumping it off to James Conner, and the defense was giving it to him, so that makes sense. I think for Kyler Murray today, I think he only targeted Marvin Harrison 3 times. So that's got to change for sure. One, it's got to change because you got to get your wide receiver 1 involved. 2, there's no way he was only open 3 times. I disagree. No chance. I saw one play for sure where Marvin Harrison was running into the back of the end zone, wide open. And I don't know if he was a part of the reads or not, but Murray definitely didn't get him there. I think Murray maybe isn't used to, in this offense, having a player like that, considering that last year they didn't. But hey, you had DeAndre Hopkins. Now you have Marvin Harrison Jr. You know, you're kind of familiar with what it's like to have a superstar wide receiver. So I think you would hope, for everybody's sake in Arizona, that Marvin Harrison Jr. gets more than 3 targets next week. So that's got to change. But yeah, all things considered, I think Arizona is on track for what they're trying to do. I just have an issue with what they're trying to do. Yep, 1 catch for 4 yards, 3 targets. Criminal misuse of a guy like Marvin Harrison Jr. What do we got? This is a flag on the defense. Oh, let me see. Let me check the scores and see what else. Steelers Falcons. We'll get to that game, but that game had 7 field goals and 1 touchdown. Oh, also next week I'm watching Eagles Falcons, so that'll be a good time. From what I saw from the Falcons this week, I look forward to seeing primetime Kirk Cousins. I feel like we're definitely going to see some turnovers, so that'll be good. Montgomery, run to the left, loses his footing a little bit, but still gets about 6 yards. So the Rams went 3 and out on their first drive and then figured it out on this drive. Lions went 3 and out and seem to be figuring it out themselves. So hopefully we get fireworks from this point onwards. The Rams drive kind of stalled because of the penalty. No, it was a sack. It was a sack that really messed the drive up. Who's this number 33 for the Lions in the backfield? Is that a fullback? The Lions have a fullback now? Sione Vaki. Well, they say he's a running back, so there's a third string running back on Detroit getting snaps. That's encouraging for him. Montgomery up the middle for 8 yards. Dude is a battering ram. Yabu from the Sarcasm City chat was asking for fantasy advice. I told him to start David Montgomery. I think it's looking like a good decision so far. He's running well. Lions look like they're probably going to be able to move the ball. Well, the Saints play the Cowboys, Cardinals play the Rams, Bears play the Texans. Okay, so Saints against Cowboys. I expect the Cowboys to win. I think the Saints come back crashing down to earth. Cardinals play the Rams. That's a good one, you know. I think the Rams win a close one there. Bears play the Texans. Okay, I think the Texans definitely get that one. Texans definitely get that one. End of the first quarter, people. When the Texans play the Bears, is it in? Do you know where it is? Let me see. Probably in Houston, right? Yeah, it's in Houston. That's going to be a tough one for Caleb Williams. D'Amico Ryans' defense is going to come to play. Obviously, Anthony Richardson had his success today, but also Anthony Richardson's a much, much better rushing threat. Then the Chargers play the Panthers. Hey, Chargers are going to start 2-0. So I picked the Chargers to beat the Raiders, and I think I mentioned it either on Friday or Thursday. The reason I picked them is because I think that if you look at how bad the Raiders beat the Chargers last year, obviously that's going to piss a team off and motivate them. But I think Harbaugh is a good coach to like corral motivation and really make it useful, or to really like channel motivation and have it actually propel a team. So I felt pretty good about the Chargers beating the Raiders. Chargers probably beat the Panthers next week, and then let's see their first stretch of games. See how far they can extend this winning streak. Where are the Chargers? Here they are. So after the Panthers, they play the Steelers in Pittsburgh. That's another opportunity to win. That could be 3-0. They then play the Chiefs at home, which we all know is probably a loss, but it's a divisional game, so you never know. Divisional games can be funny. Then there's a bye week, and then Broncos, Cardinals, Saints, Browns, Titans. Damn, the Chargers could rack up a lot of wins, man. They do not play that many good teams. And if you think about it, Herbert's probably only going to get healthier. When it comes to this injury, of course, he's going to be playing football, so he's probably going to get less healthy. But this last injury that he just got back from, that'll probably get healed more. They have a bunch of new players on offense. So whenever that happens, I'm just assuming that your players as a unit have to gel. You have 2 brand new running backs. You have 1 new receiver. I think there's a new tight end. There's a new tackle, at least 1 new tackle in Joe Alt. There's a new play caller. Like, this is a completely new bunch. So they'll probably gel and get better. So, yeah, I think the Chargers will probably win games. Now, I don't think they're really going to make any noise in the playoffs. Also, like, at the end of the day, they are the Chargers. Yes, they have Harbaugh, but I need to see it to believe that something changed. Goff held on to it for a long time and couldn't find anybody. 4th and 2 for the Lions now. We know who Detroit is. They're probably going to go for it here on 4th down. Thursday night is Bills, Dolphins. Sunday, Raiders vs. Ravens. Seahawks vs. Patriots. Seahawks play the Patriots? Interesting. Buccaneers vs. Lions. Colts vs. Packers. So Thursday night is when I'll do the live stream again. Because I won't be here to do anything on Monday or Sunday. So I'll be doing a live stream on Thursday. Bills versus Dolphins should be a good one. That's a pretty good rivalry. They're probably going to be playing in meaningful football games for a long time now. Long time in football terms being like probably at least 3 years. Okay, pass to Laporta, schemed open. Laporta puts a move on a linebacker, takes a shot from a safety. Laporta's on my fantasy team. We need these touchdowns, Jared Goff. But yeah, it'll be the first time they play this year, obviously. Miami played Jacksonville, and I think they played okay. The Bills played the Cardinals, and I think they played okay. Opportunity for both teams to go 2-0. I think it's an opportunity, obviously, for both teams to be good, to like really show put a good performance and gain some momentum. Because obviously, if you beat a division rival, the main rival to win the division, that's a big plus. So I know that's going to be a big part of the game. And yeah, I just thought about that because yes, the Jets are there, but the Jets are still a bit of an unknown before we see how Aaron Rodgers looks. Right now, it really is Bills versus Dolphins. And yeah, it's a big matchup on Thursday to sort out half the tiebreaker. 2nd and goal, Montgomery from the 6. No holes for him to run through. No holes whatsoever. He gets stuffed. 3rd and goal. Third and goal from the 7. They probably go for it anything inside the 4. I think 4 and inside they go for it on 4th down. Goff out of the shotgun, looks left, doesn't like any of his looks, ends up moving through his progressions all the way back to the right, kind of, to Laporta, where he misses. Laporta in the back of the end zone, throws it a little bit too high. So we got 4th down, and Goff looks like he's leaving the field. It looks like there's going to be a field goal for Detroit. So these teams have had identical drives so far, 3 and out and 3 and out, and then field goal plus field goal. These two teams are going band for band, clearly matching each other. We got Jake Bates kicking this field goal. Jake Bates, if you guys aren't familiar, was kicking in the UFL or whatever the hell that league is called. XFL, whatever the other FL is right now. He was kicking for the Detroit team in that league. So he kicked at this field for that team. And he, I think, hit from like 60 to win a game. So when their main kicker got hurt, they gave him a shot and he won the job. So kind of a cool story there. Gets his first kick of his NFL career. Browns versus Jaguars, Niners versus Vikings, Jets versus Titans, Giants versus Commanders. That's all the games next week. I forgot Falcons versus Eagles. Browns versus Jaguars. Loser of that has to go 0-2. And if I had to call it, actually doesn't matter. Whoever loses that game and goes 0-2, that's a disaster for both teams. Both teams had aspirations to go to the next level. Niners versus Vikings. If we assume the Niners are going to win tomorrow, they probably win that game too and go 2-0. Vikings got a good win against a really bad team. Things probably even out there, and they end up 1-1. Jets versus Titans. Damn. Okay, those two teams, I'm assuming the Jets are losing tomorrow. So those two teams could be 0-1. Loser goes 0-2. That would also be a rough start. If you think about, obviously, the Jets, right? They have their chips all the way in the middle of the table for a Super Bowl run. If they start 0-2, that's a disaster. Tennessee has spent stupid money, so much money on players this offseason. Complete new coaching staff, lots of expectations, lots of hype. If they go 0-2, that's a disaster. So Jets, Titans, and what's the other matchup? Browns, Jaguars. Huge AFC matchups next week. Giants versus Commanders. Obviously, no interest in any Giants games ever this year. Even the ones the Eagles are playing in, I don't know if I'm gonna want to watch. But yeah, tough scene from in New York. I heard what Dexter Lawrence said when he said he doesn't respect fans that boo. That's a really tough thing to say because the comebacks write themselves. Giants fans are just gonna be like, well, we don't respect a team that's terrible. We don't respect a team that loses by 22 points in a home opener. We don't respect a team that was bad last year and they look even worse this year. Like, you talking about things that people don't respect, they're booing you. They clearly don't respect you. Not necessarily you as Dexter Lawrence, you as in the football team. Whoa, what was that kickoff? That kickoff was sick. Bounced the ball to the 1 yard line. Got him to return it to the 21. 7 yards of field position was won there. Was that Bates or was that the punter? That was a good one. Same with Giants and Commanders. Hell yeah. Raiders versus Ravens. Okay, I think that's gonna be a Raiders win for sure, and then the Raiders go. A Ravens win for sure, and then the Raiders go 0-2. And I think the tough thing about that is that the Raiders have earned it. Like, I like Antonio Pierce a lot. I like a lot of the top end talent on the Raiders. So I like Crosby and Wilkins and Devontae. And I think there's an offensive lineman that's pretty good. I like Bowers. Um, of course, like, I understand that I respect that those pieces are there. But I think whoever made the decision to go get Luke Getsy deserves to get fired. That's a fireable offense. It's a fireable offense to need an offensive guy and say, you know what, Luke Getsy is the guy for me. Similarly, when you need a quarterback, I don't care how good Gardner Minshew played last year. When you are in a position where you could kind of build off some momentum and really like launch yourself into a new space and you call for Gardner Minshew, fireable offense. Like, I think I'm just so angry about the fact that that roster and that organization had an opportunity to catapult into actually just like being a competent team, right? I like your head coach. I like a lot of the top end talent. And with that opportunity, what they do is they call for Luke Getsy and Gardner Minshew. And I just think that, you know what, whoever's call it is, if it's AP, if it's the GM, whoever's call it is, you are going to suffer because of it, and you deserve it. That's not a fumble, man. That's an incompletion. They need to move on from Daniel Jones for sure. I was watching the Commanders game. They have to keep Jaden Daniels healthy. What do you mean by that? Were they running him recklessly? Like, was he out there taking crazy hits? Forgot two games: Steelers versus Broncos, then Bengals versus Chiefs. Steelers versus Broncos. That is damn. Steelers might go 2-0. Hey, the Steelers are gonna do what they do. They're gonna fraudulently get 9 wins, guaranteed. That's what they do. I mean, maybe the winning 9 wins isn't fraudulent, but just like they're gonna fraudulently escape being shitty. Because I watched the Steelers today and like the defense was solid, which is what you expect from Pittsburgh. Um, Handoff to the left. Who is number 20? Is that Ronnie Rivers? I'm learning so many players today. The amount of times I've had to Google search a jersey and a number. Rams number 20. Ronnie Rivers. Okay. Oh, say word. Ahmed sent a shit ton of people. Shout out to everybody in here. Randomly, we jumped from like 6 to 76 people. Shout out to Ahmed. Okay, the bridge is up in here. Shout out to everybody in here. This is In Motion Football. My name is Alam. I talk about NFL football. Right now, I'm doing a watch long for the Rams against the Lions. This is the first week of NFL football. I know a lot of you guys coming over from Ahmed's channel probably aren't NFL fans, and that's cool because if you're completely new to the sport and you want to watch a game late on a Sunday, because you guys are probably a lot of you guys are from the UK, this is a good place to watch a game with some people that can maybe explain to you what's going on, help you figure out what you're watching. And then, of course, if you're somebody who likes the sport and knows the sport and you're trying to celebrate the fact that football is back, what better way to do it than to celebrate with friends? So you can tap in here with us and celebrate with us. But yeah, I see Daniel is in here. Tough game for the Colts, Daniel. Tough game for the Colts. I think AR showed why he's a good prospect with the success throwing the deep ball and obviously with the success running as well. However, the Houston Texans are a damn good football team, and there's just nothing you can do about that. They're your division rival. They're going to be your rival for a while. I think Anthony Richardson versus CJ Stroud is going to be a great matchup for a long time. It is what it is. You're going to lose by 2 sometimes. Daniels was the only bright spot. Oh, okay. That's what you meant when you said that. That's interesting because I saw that they didn't get Terry McLaurin involved that much. So that was surprising. And then they couldn't run the ball. So I figured that they kind of struggled offensively. Shout out A Solomon. A Solomon. Okay, you're a Texans fan. We got a Texans fan in here. So we got Jared Brown in here repping the Texans. He was at the game. We got A Solomon repping the Texans. We got Daniel repping the Colts. So we're starting to get a more diverse set of fans in here. I would love to one day have every fan base represented in the chat. I think we have a good amount of people. I think Peter's joining later. So we got Ravens fans, Bears fans. I'm an Eagles fan. Leon's a Patriots fan. Daniel's a Colts fan, like I said before. Jez is a free agent. Jez just goes wherever he was going. We was taking a knee away from a stop. Oh, yeah. Ahmed's Lion Nation. Hey, Ahmed, I don't know if you're actually going to watch the rest of this game considering your team is playing. But if you want to watch the game, you can pull up. Feel free. Shout out to Ahmed as always. Especially thank you for the redirect, the raid. Got the live viewership booming. Let's see how the Colts do Sunday versus the Packers. Oh, Colts are going to get that W against the Packers. They're going to play Malik Willis or Ryan Tannehill. Who are the free agent quarterbacks? Anybody in the chat who knows the other free agent quarterbacks? But I think the Packers need to sign a free agent. Malik Willis has been there for 12 days, and he's Malik Willis. Like, he hasn't played well. Yo, who's 23? Oh, Kyron Williams. Wait. So he's 23. Ronnie Rivers is 20. When is Blake Corum getting some action? That guy's on my fantasy team. I need Blake Corum to get some run. Does he have any stats yet? Blake Corum has no stats. That's bullshit. That's a bullshit. We need a Rams win for this number 1 seed. This is true. This is true. This is true. We need the Rams to get this W. I'll be here second half. Say less. Just let me know when you need the link, and I'll make sure you get that link. Yeah. Shout out to all the people from the bridge. If you guys want to see Ahmed more, because you probably saw him for like 2 hours on his live stream about Chelsea. If you want to see more Ahmed, stay tuned. But yeah, that's surprising, bro, because it's late your time. What is it, 2 a.m. UK time? You probably have work tomorrow on a Monday. Shout out to everybody who stays up late for North American sports from Europe. To be honest, though, okay, maybe this is because I'm somebody who likes the night more. I'd rather stay up late to watch sports than wake up early. Waking up early at 7 a.m. to watch Chelsea is is I hate it more than anything, especially when they're bad. Especially when they're bad. Like it actually makes me want to stop watching because like if it costs me my sleep on a weekend, I'd rather not. A Solomon is 4:08 a.m. Where are you watching from, A Solomon? AFC is actually open. The NFL is looking. The NFC is looking stinky. That's a good point. That's a good point. The NFC is definitely looking like if you're the Niners, you'd feel good. It's third down here, actually. Just casually talking with the chat. Missed some things. It's 3rd and 10 at the edge of field goal range for the Rams. Crowd going crazy. Stafford delivers a bad pass to Nakua. Now, even if that was a good pass, Nakua probably doesn't get the first down there. But Stafford is limping. That's not a good sign. Nobody wants to see Jimmy Garoppolo except the women. But yeah, is he staying on the field? Nah, bro. You can't go for it on 4th down. You can't go for it on 4th down. Oh, he got high load. Hutchinson got him from up top. 91 went for his feet. He's limping. 4th and 4, and they're going for it. Say word. We got to watch it from Cairo, Egypt. Bro, are there like NFL fans in Cairo? Oh, I met somebody from Egypt in April too. I met somebody at a wedding from Egypt in April. I forgot what city she was living in. Oh, wow. What a play by 23. Playing good enough defense to not make it an easy catch for Cooper Kupp, who drops it. Actually, I lied. The camera angle was bad. He didn't do shit. Cooper Kupp just dropped that on his own. Oh, shout out Jared Brown, bro. Came through with all the information. Ryan Tannehill, Trevor Siemian, Kellen Mond, Max Duggan, Nate Sudfeld, Desmond Ritter, PJ Walker, CJ Beathard. So Peter, those are the names of quarterbacks the Packers will have to potentially sign. So that's not good.
Have we gotten any news on the injury though?
Jordan Love?
Yeah.
It's an MCL sprain. I think they're saying 3 to 6 weeks.
I mean, that's like a pretty common range for an MCL sprain. Are we saying who do they sign?
Nah, just because like they traded for Malik Willis 12 days ago, so maybe he's ready to play, maybe not. Like that very much might just be like a developmental thing. A guy on their practice squad hasn't seen a snap in the NFL, so apparently they're considering signing a free agent to just get them through. Maybe like
if I were them, I mean, I would probably sign, as crazy as it sounds, I'd probably sign Desmond Ritter. If I were them.
Because of all these guys, I think he's probably played the most football in the last like year, like the calendar year.
Yeah, like he was a starter for what, about a year and a half?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably sign him if I could, but I don't know, man. Long story, they're kind of fucked.
It's so fucking wild too. That game was just chaos. I don't know how much or if any you saw any of that game, but that game was chaos. If the Eagles don't fumble the snap on the quarterback sneak there, the Packers probably don't have to play offense or like try to play offense because it's a 9-point game. So Jordan Love probably doesn't get hurt. The Eagles have to fumble the ball on a play that they flawlessly ran like time after time last year for this injury to happen. So, man, just the amount of random shit that happened in that game.
Yeah, I mean, I watched like the last quarter or so because I came back from sushi, but I don't know, man. Yeah, they're kind of fucked.
Joel, ironically or unironically, says, "How about them Ravens?"
I mean, we lost. I don't know. It was 3 days ago. You probably all saw it, but like, I don't know, man. I'm not like that upset. It sucked to lose. Like, it sucked to think you had a tying touchdown with 0 seconds left.
Yeah.
And we were going to be in the Harbaugh's going to go for 2 to win. So what play are we going to call?
Yeah.
Just kidding. The game's over. Like, that sucked.
That was shit. I think for the Ravens, it was just tough for them because it took them a while to get the offense figured out. But once they did, they were rolling. And that's kind of the tough part of playing big time opponents in week one is because just naturally it's going to take time for you to get into the swing of things. And
Yeah.
then by the time you do, you didn't really play a whole game as yourself. And then you have to just accept the outcome for what it is.
Like,
Goff
I don't
takes
know, man. Like, all the procedural penalties suck. Being down by 10 early in the second half, so you kind of have to go away from running the ball with Derrick Henry sucks too.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. That's like something that's like not really gonna happen too often.
Yeah.
So I'm not actually like worked up about it.
Yeah, I mean it's one of those things where like the what happened on the football field is I don't think anything to worry about. It's just it's unfortunate the what like what's in the win loss column and like the tiebreaker and stuff like that.
Yeah, like that
Um,
was a shitty ending. I'll say that. I
what
think
I
the one
what
you
I
missed with Flowers. I think Flowers could have sat in the hole in the zone and caught
yeah
the ball.
yeah
Like, that's honestly, after looking at it a couple of times, that's what I think was supposed to happen. So it was like miscommunication.
right
But I don't know, man. Like, it is what it is. Like, don't be down 10 midway
yeah
through the game is. And then like Justin Tucker missed a field goal. Like, a lot of weird shit happened. So like, it's okay.
because that's just what week one is. Like I remember somebody wrote an article a few years ago saying like divisional matchups in week one shouldn't be a thing because they're just too important to give to week one. And I'd take it a step further and I'd say like week one should just be entirely AFC versus NFC. Like you can still get some good matchups doing AFC versus NFC, but you won't get anything that is too taxing from a tiebreaker standpoint. I think that's definitely the way to go.
Well, who knows? Maybe with the 18 game schedule they're moving to, we're gonna see something like that.
True, true.
I'm
We're
gonna
also
be
going to
honest.
see a lot more random international games. I
I
think
don't think that divisional games in September should be a thing.
I completely agree. I completely agree.
Like, call me a boomer, but like, I don't actually like that at all.
Yep.
Especially if teams are going to devalue like preseason because they're going to kind of have to.
Yep.
I really don't think that divisional games early in the season
Yeah.
translate too much. That guy's Achilles definitely got rolled up on, so that for sure hurts.
That's tough. That's tough for Jameson Williams. I don't know if Murtaza is going to be here or not today, but I thought the Bears game was fascinating from the standpoint of all the conversation we had on this platform about how like you can accept that Williams is probably like let's say he's an upgrade over Fields just for argument's sake. You can accept that and still acknowledge that it takes so much more to get out the hole that you're in as a franchise. And oddly enough, Caleb Williams had a Justin Fields like performance today.
I don't even think he did, dude. I think it was worse.
Bro, yes, right? Like we talk like a lot of Justin Fields box scores got tweeted out last year as if like to say like these numbers are crazy. And then you look at Caleb Williams stat line and it's like, well, these numbers are crazy too. Like what do you have? 95 yards?
Yep.
That's some Bears offense shit. Like in the first game of Caleb Williams, think about it. They didn't score an offensive touchdown, but they scored a defensive and special teams touchdown. Like this was Bears heritage as it could get.
Also, that pick six from Will Levis is the worst pick six I think I've ever seen.
Bro, he channeled Carson Wentz.
It was terrible. If you're up one in a game with 9 minutes left,
Yeah.
and you know you're getting sacked on third down,
Yeah.
I truly don't think he realized like time and score.
No. Or
And just
opponent
slow
or
it down,
anything.
right? Because like what you would do, because let's be honest, the Bears never scored a touchdown on offense.
Yeah.
What you would do, say or fourth and 25 or whatever, like you're 30, you punt it 50 yards down the field, and you basically say, I don't think my defense is giving up
Yeah.
45 yards to give up a field goal to take the lead.
Yeah.
Right? Like that is one of the craziest decisions I think I've ever seen from a quarterback, not even being hyperbolic.
No, it's actually like it's right there the only person that even thinks about doing stuff like that is Carson Wentz. I don't know if you remember the pick six he threw in a tie game in the fourth quarter where like the defender caught it at the 1 yard line because he was trying to throw out of a safety. Like, and even there you could say like he's trying to throw out of a safety, right? It's at least he's trying to keep points off the board, but like there's a lot of quarterbacks that know better than to even attempt to throw in that situation. So just like if you just think about the throw itself, but then you think about context and stuff like that and the situation that the game is in, yeah, that's an all-time horrible decision.
Oh, 100%. But yeah, I mean, the Bears won. Caleb didn't look too good. I think they play the Texans next week. Is that the Sunday Night Football game next
Sunday
week?
Night Football game in it's Houston's home opener.
I don't know, man. I think it might be a lot of belt to ass for the Texans.
I agree.
But yeah, I mean, it's cool, but everybody looks at number one pick for quarterback and you sign some receivers. Oh, our team should just be so good. It's like, it doesn't happen that way. Like, nothing is a given.
Yeah.
He still has to go out there and produce. And like in my experience in recent history, it feels like in the NFL,
Yeah.
teams that have rookie quarterbacks that are trying to win,
Yeah.
typically don't win.
Yeah.
Right? Let's take the last 15 years. Let's take the last 15 years. Which teams with rookie quarterbacks do you know made the playoffs?
Andrew Luck, CJ Stroud are the two that come to mind. That's about it. Like
You're missing one, and it's probably because he
Lamar
didn't start
Jackson?
the season as the starter, but Lamar won a division as a rookie.
Yeah.
So Andrew Luck, CJ Stroud, Lamar.
Yeah.
Because RG3 is still within the 15 years, so RG3.
Dak Prescott, I think.
Dak is a rookie as well, taking over for the Cowboys.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we have all black quarterbacks on this list except one.
So so if you want to like really break it down, right?
Yeah.
The Ravens were a pretty good team and relied on the number one defense in the league. The Cowboys were a good team, whether it was Dak or Romo that last year. They were going to be good, you could say.
They had Ezekiel Elliott, who stepped into the league as one of the best running backs. Like they had a ground game that was up there.
The Colts and the Texans, both of those were out of nowhere because they were genuinely number one pick bad the season before. And then the Commanders or the Redskins at the time, I don't remember what they did the season before RG3, but I know they drafted him number 2 overall.
Well, so they traded up, so they didn't organically have number 2 overall. I think they traded up from the teens as well. So you could say they were a league average team that added a great quarterback, so to speak, and then.
But my point being, like, we have 5 quarterbacks who've done that we can think of in the last 15 years. So the Bears have a coach who's coaching for an extension. He's coaching for his job, right? If you don't make the playoffs this year, the common consensus is they're looking for a new head coach.
Yeah.
But they have a rookie quarterback. They surrounded him with all these weapons. It's still hard as a rookie to win games.
Yep.
Very difficult thing to do. So, like, I don't get why people just think it's all going to come together and it's going to work like how they think it will.
Right.
NFL is not that fucking simple, dude. It's just not.
And then also I think the NFL is also very dependent on things that fans typically don't like offensive line and defensive line play, not necessarily even sacks, right? But just actually like run defense and stuff. That stuff is so important to the outcomes in games. And that's something that like 98% of fans actually don't even know how to evaluate when watching it, right? So like typically the average fan is out of touch with even whether.
Oh, Mac Jones is another one. There we go. Okay.
Mac Jones, hilarious addition to this list.
That's a very funny, out of character addition for the.
That was his best year of his life as well. Like he's never played football that good.
But yeah, so we have 6 quarterbacks in the last 15 years who've underwent that task as a rookie and gotten a team to the playoffs. The Ravens didn't have Mark Ingram when Lamar was a rookie.
Gus Edwards? Was it Gus Edwards?
Yeah, we definitely had Gus Edwards in the backfield.
He's been there forever.
He's on the Chargers now.
With Dobbins, bro. Harbaugh said, "Yo, just give me all of the other Harbaugh's guys."
Dobbins, Edwards, Bradley Bozeman, Tony Jefferson, all on the Chargers.
Yo, and they actually tried to find their own Pat Ricard. You know, like they have a fullback that can play defensive line. They said, "Yo, we need that. It's a part of the formula."
Look, if it works, it works.
Yep.
But yeah, I don't know. As far as week 1, I'm treating it kind of like an extended preseason. Obviously, the games count.
Yep.
But I'm not like holding my breath or making any like grand conclusions based off one game. Other than the Chiefs are good,
and the Giants
I think the Ravens will still be good. The Bills will still be good, even though they traded Stephon Diggs. As far as the NFC, I don't know, man. I didn't really watch too many NFC games.
Okay.
Although they did give me Steelers-Falcons.
Horrendous game.
Falcons. Kirk Cousins isn't healthy. That's my take.
Yeah.
Can't be. To play him out of the pistol and out of the shotgun that much, as if he was like a mobile quarterback, I just don't think he was healthy.
Also, considering how good of a like play action rollout kind of a quarterback, like that's actually his strong suit. So to play him out of the shotgun is a pretty big indication of where he's at from a health standpoint. He's less than like a calendar year away from his Achilles tear.
Early November, right?
I think so. Yeah, it was definitely like the middle of the year.
Yeah, it's 10 months post torn Achilles.
And then from his standpoint, I'm sure he has no interest in not playing because they drafted Penix, right? So like he's gonna force him. He's gonna make a point to play. The coaching staff obviously is gonna like. They're not really in a position to tell him he can't. But yeah, he doesn't look right. And that offense looked terrible.
Yeah, it did not look good, man. But yeah, Falcons 180 M to score 10 points at home. Fuck it.
And I think the Steelers have a soft matchup again next week, so they're going to start 2-0. Mike Tomlin is going to get his 9 wins.
Aren't the Steelers playing the like Panthers or Giants or some shit?
Yeah, somebody put all the matchups in the. Jared put all the matchups in the chat. Where are the Steelers?
Oh, they're playing the Broncos.
Oh, I mean, maybe they'll lose that game, but I think they'll probably win.
Yo, Russ returns to Mile High as a backup QB.
Nasty stuff. Oh, speaking of next week's matchups, I think there was a couple good AFC matchups because it's gonna damn a team to 0-2. So Browns Jaguars, loser has to be 0-2. So some fan base is gonna be in shambles. And then Jets Titans, I think like the Jets are going to lose tomorrow, maybe not, but loser probably goes to 0-2 and is kind of in shambles because obviously the Jets have all those expectations and the Titans made so many win now moves for a team with Will Levis, right? Like I wouldn't say that the Titans being 0-2 is a problem ordinarily, but they've just spent so much money and have made so many win now moves that I imagine that they'll be pretty pressed if they're 0-2.
Hey, man, you got Raiders Ravens?
I think that's going to be a bad.
If we lose to Gardner Minshew, I'm going to have serious questions for everybody involved.
That can't happen 2 years in a row.
Nah, man.
Not possible. Not possible.
Yeah, we have the Raiders at home, at the Cowboys, and at home against the Bills, and then at the Bengals. You got some interesting games to start this season.
Do you guys have a soft end to the season?
I guess we have the Giants and the Steelers and not really.
Damn.
I don't know. I don't know about schedule. Seems kind of wild to me, but I don't know. We have a week 14 bye. Get the fuck out of here. That's got to be the last week for bye weeks.
Has to be.
Fuck out of here, dude. But yeah, big up everybody watching. Shout out to you guys. I'm back. Ooh, we got the Commanders at home, at the Bucks, at the Browns. Oh, we got Denver. We got Denver. We got the Chargers. We got the Giants. Okay, there's some easy, and the Raiders. Like that should be 4 wins,
Yeah.
and then go like 7-6 or 6-7 in the other ones, and there you go. We
Makes
call a
sense.
touchdown on this.
Yep. So I think it's been an hour and 10 minutes since this game started, and this half could end pretty quickly. This 2-minute drill doesn't take that long. We love a quick football game. The game in Brazil took so long.
Dude, that shit was on until like 9 o'clock.
Yep. The obviously the first game started late because of the weather. So we've had some late nights. It'd be good to get this game over with early. I was talking about it like in terms of this matchup. I really feel like the NFL is trying to force this matchup as a rivalry, but I don't think anybody actually cares. Like
People in Detroit care a lot.
that's one. That's just it, probably though. Like the
Yeah,
fact
I
that
don't
these
think
two
anyone else
quarterbacks,
cares.
the fact that these two quarterbacks have been traded for each other is cool, but like I don't think it's that compelling of a storyline. Yeah, these are two teams that probably make the playoffs, but like it's the NFC, so like, eh.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it as well. Alam, which games are you doing next week?
I'm just doing the Thursday game, Bills Dolphins, because I'm going to the Monday night game in Philadelphia.
Ooh, Monday night Falcons Eagles. Will not be watching that one.
Yo, I am paying money to see primetime Kirk Cousins. I'm paying money to see turnovers. That's what I'm there
Are you going over during the day, or are you staying overnight?
So the routine that me and my friend fell into, I think a couple years ago, was show up early Sunday to Philadelphia, spend the whole day watching football, do whatever you want to do in Philly on Monday, watch the game, and then get out early Tuesday.
Oh, okay, so you have like a room and everything lined up.
Yep.
They got Bengals Chiefs on Sunday.
Yeah, so Bengals 0-2 again, 3 years in a row, repeat or three-peat.
Yeah, Bengals 0-2 would be funny. But then they have the Commanders and the Panthers, so they'll be 2-2.
Yeah, they just insist on starting behind the 8 ball every year, though. That's offside. I think I'm going to Commanders Ravens with my brother. I mean, have fun. I think the Commanders didn't look good today, so that's probably going to be a Ravens win.
Yo, under Zach Taylor, the Bengals have only avoided starting 0-2 one time.
Yeah. It's an organizational thing. Like I heard about how they're having they had a more physical and tough training camp this year to try to avoid that, and here we are again.
Bro,
I don't know what it is.
How do they keep doing this? This is impressive.
It actually is. The dedication is serious. I think Jamar Chase called himself a game time decision. Like he decided himself that he's a game time decision. So I thought that was pretty great.
Fuck it, man. You do what you got to do.
100%. They had to fake an illness to put him on the injury report because they didn't want to have to like shamefully write game time decision like self-decided on the injury report. I think T. Higgins was hurt. Just maybe somebody in the chat can let me know because I don't think he played. So I mean, they had a weird start to the year from that standpoint. But that being said, you gotta beat the Patriots.
Yeah, Pats at home needs to be a W.
That's gotta happen, especially because like they lost 2 of their best defensive players before the year. One they traded, the other one has blood clots, so it's not even like a full Patriots team.
Yeah.
Rookie head coach, rookie play caller. Like, yeah, it's bad. Got Jacoby Brissett under center.
Hey, man, Jacoby Brissett still doing it.
Still getting paid. And, like, this win is probably going to get him another contract after this.
Hey, you know what? Let's look at the Patriots schedule.
I need to see Prime Lamar once in person. Yeah, I've seen Lamar in person as well. I would suggest to everybody that gets the opportunity to do it. I also got a chance to see Vic in person, so you gotta take your chances.
I went to go see Lamar back in 2019 during the first MVP season.
That you said it was against the Rams in the Coliseum Monday Night Football.
Yeah, when we won like 45-6.
Damn.
You had 5 touchdowns in the first half. That shit was so sick.
Damn.
That was the most invincible I've ever felt, like, relating to sports. Yo, the Patriots have a home game against the Seahawks next week. Let's go, baby.
Okay.
Their schedule's kind of crazy, though.
Somebody has to be 2-0.
Yeah, they have at New York, at the Jets, at the Niners, at home against Miami, home against Houston, Jacksonville in London, I'm assuming, at home against the Jets. Is that technically 4 home games in a row I see? Jesus Christ.
Wait, the NFL gave Jaguars Patriots to London?
I'm pretty sure.
They're criminals. So you know how I don't know if you remember, but last year they were talking about how the like initial games in Germany were so successful, and then this year they gave Panthers Giants to Germany.
Yeah, why would they do that?
Yeah, that's not cool.
Why would they give the number 1 pick bowl to Germany?
Yeah, it's fuck for both those teams. Also, if you have the number 1 pick this year, like you're very much taking a quarterback that there's a lot of risks with. So, congrats to both those teams.
I think the Panthers will be number 1 pick again.
Yeah. I mean, like my contenders for that, I thought the Patriots will be up there. They already have 1 win. Now, granted, I don't think they're going to win much more, but they're already ahead. The Panthers.
I don't know, bro. I could see some Patriots wins towards the end of the year here. I'll go on record right now. I think they're beating Seattle next week.
So that's 2?
Yeah, man. I think they're beating Seattle. I think they'll beat the Colts in December. I think before that, they might win that London game against the Jaguars because they might crash out. And I think they'll get a cheesy Week 18 dub against Buffalo, and Buffalo's resting for the playoffs or some shit.
So what does that get them to, like 4 or 5?
5 wins.
Because I think before the year, my prediction was 3.
I think they're getting 5, dude. I got it. I think they'll get 5 wins.
Yeah, I mean, if they get 5 wins, I think they should be really happy with their coach.
Oh, they're playing at Tennessee. They could win that game too if Will Levis is still playing.
Oh, shit. His backup is Mason Rudolph as well.
Yeah, 6 wins. I'm convinced.
Okay, looking at the contenders for that pick then, right? Like, the worst team in the AFC is what? Broncos or Raiders?
Sneaky Titans contender there.
Sneaky Titans after what we saw today, which is like a nightmare for that organization.
Sneaky Titans, but yeah.
Here's the thing also with the Browns, right? If they have to play Deshaun Watson all year, that's a serious problem. Like, they have to play Jameis Winston.
No, they are cooked as an organization.
Yo, I looked at the contract as well. They actually like have to roster him for 2 more years.
You know what? What might save Cleveland?
What?
Versus the Giants week 3, at the Raiders week 4, at the Commanders week 5.
Damn. Okay, maybe that helps them get out of the hole.
They could be 3-2 and still be like the most ass team my eyes have ever seen.
True. Oh shit! Stafford threw a pick in the end zone. What the hell?
Hey man, some things never change.
Bro, against the Lions secondary? Come on. Okay, so then we're saying those are the teams, and then in the NFC, right? Number one pick contenders, you got the Giants, you got the Panthers, um,
I think
Commanders.
the number one pick comes out of the NFC. I'm going to say
Yeah,
Panthers.
it's fucked for them too because like the quarterbacks you could take at number one overall this year, I don't think really entice you to lead to get rid of Bryce Young.
Let me look at their schedule before I say this, though. But they won one game last year, right? No, 2 games.
Think so. I think two.
Yeah, versus Houston and versus Atlanta. Versus the Chargers, I think they're going to lose. Think they're going to lose at the Raiders. Think they're going to lose to the Bengals. Lose at Chicago. They might beat Atlanta. They'll probably lose to the Commanders, but they could win that game. I think they're going to lose to Denver. Lose to New Orleans. Oh, Giants at the Germany game is going to decide it all.
Yo, they're gonna play that game at like 6:30 a.m. your time.
Yep.
Nasty.
Why did they drop back and try and throw it?
I don't know.
Almost got Jared Goff hurt.
I mean, the fuck thing about the Panthers too is that like when you have these bad teams, you always look at the divisional games as those are your chances to overperform. But one, they played in this division last year and it didn't help. And then two, they played a divisional game today and lost by 37. Like the week one fuckery is supposed to kind of like level the playing field and keep the game close. They got blown out by a average Saints
I
team.
legit think the Panthers are going to win 2 games.
Yeah.
They're going to beat Atlanta week 6, and then they're going to win the London game.
And like
game.
this is obviously like a way too early reaction, but like I look at Carolina's offense today and I'm like, this kind of looks very similar to what you had last year. And then they added their coach, obviously, right? And then Tampa Bay lost the guy that they hired. And then I looked at Tampa's offense and they look exactly the same as last year. So I'm like, maybe that coach isn't really making much of a difference wherever whatever team gets him or whatever team loses him. So I think that's not a great sign for him. But also, he's not working with the best pieces, so definitely not like a fair thing to write him off. But I don't think it's good that Tampa Bay replaced you so easily, and you can't see any semblances of improvement at all in Week 1. I'm sick of losing to the Patriots. I'm free from Brady. I want peace, bro. Yeah, you guys should beat the Patriots, but then again, I think the tough thing about projecting the Colts across the season is that Anthony Richardson could all of a sudden just not be playing football at any point. You might just be playing Gardner. No, who's your? Oh no, shit, your backup's Flacco. Flacco might actually hoop. Shit. Okay, yeah, you guys should definitely beat the Patriots with Flacco. That much I can say for sure.
Colts got some winnable games too, though.
Yeah, I think that division, like the Colts and Texans should both be good. The Jaguars, I think they're a really weird franchise. Like I don't think they've gotten good on paper now back-to-back off seasons, even though they like kind of like they seem like they're right on the brink of actually being good. They just keep not getting there. So I think that they'll just be more of the same that they've been in the last 2 years. But even still, if that's the third best team in your division, that's a pretty good division.
No, I understand that.
And even the Titans, like if the Titans are your worst team, like they're pretty good scrubs.
Hey man, the Titans are bad because the quarterback's playing against them. They should have won today.
The roster is decent.
Like we could say everything we want to about the Titans, but at the end of the day, you replace Will Levis with like
Joe Flacco,
with Snoop Huntley, and they win.
True.
Like, bruh. Special teams touchdown and that pick 6 is inexcusable.
Yep. If the so-called was competitive. I don't know if you remember this, Peter, but last year when we did the Week 1 Sunday Night Football game, it was 40-0 Dallas, and we just predicted the whole season on a predictor.
I'm down to do that.
I'm kind of down as well, to be honest. Like,
Because
uh,
like I don't care about this game at
yeah,
all. I have
yeah,
no strong feelings either way. I also think both these teams are going to make the playoffs,
yeah.
but that's not me saying both these teams are amazing.
That's just the NFC.
Kinda, yeah. Like I think the Lions are going to make it. I think the Lions are going to win the division. I think the Rams are going to get a wild card. I think. Let's predict it because my hot take, which I don't think is a hot take because I felt this before this,
Yeah,
but it looks amazing right now. My hot take is the Saints win the NFC South.
yeah,
And I'm not saying that because they beat the Panthers. I'm saying that because I saw the other teams.
yeah, yeah. You saw how the Falcons look. The Bucks played a pretty bad team.
I don't know, man. I think the Saints, they're going to do it this year.
I mean, for what it's worth, they had the same offensive coordinator who was like really bad for a few years in a row. They finally got somebody new. And for not to say that this is like a huge deal, but they looked competent today, or not even competent. They looked the way you're supposed to look against a bad team. Like not every team puts away a bad team the way they did to Carolina. So like again, they played who's in front of them the way they're supposed to. That's a pass, and we'll see how they look going forward.
But yeah, I'm down to predict the whole season.
Well, let's just run it off. Predictor. Okay, let's see. I think this is the website I was using last year.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Hell yeah. Continue without supporting us. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brothers.
Fuck supporting you guys. Okay, let me.
Fuck y'all niggas. Fuck y'all niggas. I don't trust y'all niggas.
So the Chargers won, the Bills won. Who else?
For the purpose of this game right now, we're going to say Detroit's going to win because they're winning.
Yep. Okay, Niners over the Jets tomorrow because Rodgers maybe or maybe not plays more than 4 snaps.
Even if his Achilles does hold up, the Niners beat them.
Got it. Okay, Niners.
Next I don't
week.
believe that team either.
Okay. Buffalo against Miami. I think who does better in this rivalry? I think one team does much better than the other.
No, okay, so the Bills be kicking their ass, but it's Miami in the warm.
However, it's the evening, so it's not like midday Miami, like in the sun Miami.
Yeah, but it'll still be humid.
Okay, true.
Okay, not even that. It just won't be fucking freezing.
Yeah.
I will take Miami generally against a team with fairly even talent. Yeah. If it's good weather in a dome, I will always take them.
Okay. So we go Miami. Jets, Titans, we're going with the Jets?
Yeah.
Okay.
Send Lovers to Alcatraz.
I want to say Jaguars over Browns because Deshaun Watson.
I also agree.
Okay. Ravens over Raiders. Steelers over Broncos because Mike Tomlin is going to get his 9 wins.
I also agree, and I don't think the Steelers' defense gets taken by a rookie quarterback in his second game.
Yep.
Like we can say what we want about the Steelers and how they run their operation and how I sneaky hate it, but that defense is a real defense.
Indeed. Okay. 1 second. I just want to move the chat so that I can see it on my screen. Bengals, Chiefs. Bengals destined to go 0-2. It's just what they do.
Chiefs by like 20.
Okay. Packers, Colts. The team playing with a starting quarterback.
Yeah, definitely Colts.
Yep. Chargers, Panthers. We're going with the Chargers. Seahawks, New England. You said New England. I'm rolling because why not?
Yep. Texans send the Bears to God.
Okay. Niners do the same thing to the Vikings. Saints, Cowboys. How do you feel about this?
I'm gonna go close game, but the Cowboys win.
Okay. I think the Commanders beat the Giants. Lions against Buccaneers. Sure, let's go Detroit. They're at home.
Yeah, fuck it. I don't feel that strongly about the Bucks. But yeah, Lions win.
Rams Cardinals. I think the Cardinals are going to be in a lot closer games this year. Kyler looked good. They're at home. Both teams are. We have them losing their first games. Kind of
Cardinals
tempted.
win, baby.
What's that?
Cardinals win.
Yeah, I've been tempted. Okay, Eagles over Falcons. We're on to week 3. So
Yeah.
we'll check in on the standings after like what, week 5?
No, we do it at the end.
At the end. Oh shit. Okay, let's do it. Patriots Jets. I feel like we have to call this a split over the season because the Patriots. Well, Belichick was steady beating the Jets, and like
Yes, but this is a Jets home game.
yeah. So we give this one to the Jets, and then the Patriots the other one.
Probably, yeah. I'm cool with that.
We'll give the Jets this one. Chargers against Steelers. This is quietly 2-0 against 2-0.
I don't actually think either of these teams are that good, but Chargers, because
somebody has to be 3-0. Somebody has to be 3-0.
I think the Chargers will get the 7th seed.
Okay,
so let's see if my predictions can hold with that.
In this matchup, the Jaguars they're 1-1. The Bills are 1-1. I want to give this to the home team with more rest because the Bills are coming off a Thursday game.
Thursday to Monday is kind of crazy, but yeah, Bills.
Bet. Packers Titans. I want to say the team with the starting. Actually, Will Levis might not be a starting quarterback. Which backup? Actually, hold on. If Malik Willis is playing, he's playing against his former team.
Oh.
Both teams are 0-2.
The Packers only win until Jordan Love comes back.
Damn, the Titans are condemned to 0-3, and their franchise is in turmoil.
Actually, I'm making my hot takes off today, and Will Levis, you disgusted me.
That was actually a crazy decision, man. That was something else.
It was just completely out of pocket. You literally would have done better by doing nothing.
Okay, Texans over Vikings.
Yeah, I probably agree with that.
Okay. Chicago against Indy. Chicago is 0-2. Indy is at home.
I don't care if Flacco's starting, if fucking other dude still playing, Indy.
Hell yeah. Bucks, Broncos. I want to say Tampa.
Yep.
Rookie on the road. I'm not buying it.
Yep.
Giants against the Browns. Browns finally get a win. Dolphins extra rest in Seattle.
Seattle.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't like Miami in these kind of environments.
I think that's like the longest trip you can make in the NFL.
That's a good point. That's a really good point.
Seattle.
So yeah, to be honest, I always pick the home team when these two teams play. Raiders against Panthers. We're gonna go Raiders. I got the Ravens over the Cowboys.
I think the Ravens will beat them. I think it'll be close.
Yeah.
We got them.
I agree. Chiefs over Falcons. Bengals over Commanders.
Yeah.
Eagles over Saints. Although, to be honest, the Eagles don't tend to have good games in that stadium, but whatever. Rams Niners. These games tend to be close.
I'm picking the Rams.
So we're going home team there. Lions against Cardinals. Lions. So we gave the Cardinals a home win last week against the Rams. So I think we'll even it out with a loss.
I don't think they're winning like 2 pick'em games in a row.
Exactly. Okay, week 4.
Off the top of my head, Lions are undefeated. So are the Eagles, right?
Think so.
And then in the AFC, the Chiefs are undefeated still.
Yeah.
Everybody else has an L, I think.
Yeah.
The Chargers, right?
Oh yeah, Chargers against Chiefs 3-0 against 3-0.
Oh, okay. But yeah, it was.
Somebody has to go 4-0. Okay. Jaguars against Texans. I think I'm rolling Texans at home.
Probably gonna take the Texans.
I think we got to give the Texans like a road divisional loss at some point, maybe where they don't deserve it, but I'm giving the Texans this one. Colts against Steelers. Steelers on the road, no thank you.
Nope, Colts.
Jets at home against a rookie quarterback with extra rest. I'm thinking the Jets.
Broncos are gonna lose. Not because I think the Jets are good, but because I would feel weird picking the Broncos there.
Hell yeah. Okay. 3-0 against 3-0. Somebody has to go 4-0. The game is in LA, but it's probably a Chiefs home game because Chiefs fans are wild enough to rob banks to go to games and do 17 and a half years in prison.
Definitely Chiefs.
Probably going to Chiefs. Yeah, you can't give the Chargers the 4-0. Raiders against Browns. I don't think we've given the Raiders a win yet, have we?
Raiders win, baby. Raider Nation.
Let's do it.
Deshaun Watson, on top of the fact that he's a nasty man, he's washed.
Yep. Okay, so also I think we have to call when is the point in time when the team gets handed to Jameis Winston, because I want to give them some wins whenever that happens.
What are they now, like 1-3?
Well, we're not checking, so I don't know.
That's right. I'm gonna be honest, dude. I don't know if they go to Jameis Winston this year.
Okay, it's week 4. I want to say by like week 9 we should just give it to them.
Okay, I ain't mad at
it. Bills against Ravens.
We're the home team, right?
Yeah.
I'm picking us.
Cool. I'm comfortable with the home team.
Pick-up scenarios where I just think we would win.
Dolphins at home against Tennessee. They literally lost this exact matchup last year. That does not happen. You do not lose to Will Levis twice in a row.
Yeah, if they lose to Tennessee at home again, deport Tua, even though I think he's American.
Deporting somebody to Hawaii is hilarious.
Yep.
Bengals and Niners here?
Yeah.
Okay. Dallas over the Giants.
Yes.
Vikings over the Packers because we already gave them their Malik Willis win.
Yeah.
Sam Darnold has to get a win, man. Fuck.
Ooh, Rams, Bears. I'm going to take the Bears.
Home team. Eagles against Bucks.
Eagles lose.
Because they'd be losing to Tampa.
Just like you're not going to go like 15-2 or whatever.
That is true. But also, like, the Eagles kind of consistently lose in Tampa Bay.
Eagles lose is one of those things.
Yeah. Saints against Falcons.
Falcons.
Okay. Let me see 1 second.
The Falcons have the better jokes about Hurricane Katrina, and then they win the game.
Damn, that's tough.
Ooh, Commanders, Cardinals. My first thought is who the fuck cares? But my real thought is definitely the Cardinals.
Let's do it. And then Lions on a Monday night game at home against Seattle. I'll take Detroit at home in prime time.
Yeah, I'll take Detroit because Geno Smith winning that game would be too fucking funny.
Yep. Okay, so we have bye weeks now. The Titans, Chargers, Lions, and Eagles have a week 5 bye in an 18-week season, so that sucks for all these teams. But so it also sucks for the people who have like week 15 buys. So these aren't ideal buys. Bills against Texans. So I feel like Houston is undefeated according to the chat, and the Bills are like maybe also no. We had the Bills losing to Baltimore, right?
Yeah, Bills.
Bills off a loss. We'll give them the win. This Colts against Jags. I feel like the Jags have been getting slapped.
We've like given the Jags L's in every 50-50 game.
Yep.
They have to win eventually.
Okay. Ravens in Cincinnati.
We're going to lose on some stupid shit, and I'm going to be really, really, really mad.
Okay. I think giving the home teams in this series makes sense, though. Miami in New England.
Miami.
Okay. Raiders, Broncos.
Broncos.
Yeah, I'm comfortable going home team here.
Broncos.
Okay. Jets, Vikings.
Hear me out. Vikings win. Have Sam Darnold revenge game. Here we go.
Oh, true. Oh, yeah. Sam Darnold, 400 yards. Browns Commanders. I think we
You know what?
finally did. Yeah.
Are we cool with giving Deshaun a win here, or do we want to give the Commanders probably their first win?
I have a hard time. Like, okay, I think we should give the Browns a win because I do think they are going to win some games. I just think the Commanders. Yeah, I don't know. I'll give the Browns a win.
Okay.
Okay. Cowboys against Steelers. I think the Cowboys win this, but the Steelers are at home, so I don't know. But the Cowboys have rest.
Cowboys.
Okay. Saints Chiefs. I think we can keep the Chiefs
Probably
undefeated
Chiefs.
streak going. Buccaneers against Falcons. I don't mind taking the home team in a divisional matchup like this.
Ooh, short week. Falcons after we gave them a win last week. That's going to be another win for the Falcons, baby. Let's go.
Okay. And then Bears over Panthers.
Yes. Why is that a game?
Yeah, we put the well. This was a Thursday night primetime matchup last
Yes, it
last
was.
year.
And it was
At least they learned their lesson.
Niners, Cardinals, Niners at home.
Okay, Giants with rest, and it doesn't matter because I'm going Seattle. And then Rams over Packers.
Rams over Malik Willis.
Yep. Okay, so we're in week 6. I think we can probably say that Jordan Love is back now, so that we can say that's the last game.
Really?
Because that's 5 weeks, and they said, what did they say? They said 3 to 6 weeks. So
okay,
do you want?
Jordan Love's back this week.
What's that?
Jordan Love's back this week. I still got them losing.
Oh, that's tough. That's tough for them. Titans with some rest off a bye week against the Colts. I kind of still want to go Colts.
Colts win. Will Levis, I hate you.
Houston against New England. New England, we go Houston. Steelers against Raiders. I like the Raiders here.
Raider Nation, baby.
Broncos against the Chargers. The Chargers, I think, got their first loss before the bye week. Off the bye week, off a loss. I think Harbaugh coaches up the boys.
Sure, fuck it.
Bills against Jets.
We had the Jets losing to the Vikings last week, so we're gonna have the Jets winning in prime time.
Okay, and then we'll give the Bills the matchup when they play at home.
Probably, yes.
Bears Jags. Sorry, yeah, Bears Jags. We gave the Jags a win kind of out of sympathy last week. I think we can give them another one here.
Let's go. Jags,
okay. Ravens over Commanders. Eagles off a loss and a bye week. I think they beat the Browns.
Yes.
Bengals against the Giants. We're going Bengals. Seahawks, Niners.
I know the Niners be kicking their ass, but give me Seahawks on a Thursday.
Shit, why not? Cardinals. Against. Oh yeah, you said doesn't matter.
Think Jordan Love's knee is healthy. Cardinals.
Okay, true. Buccaneers and Saints.
Saints.
Lions against Cowboys. I think we just gave the Cowboys a loss.
Did we? I don't think the Lions lose that game 2 years in a row, man.
That's true. Let's give Detroit the win. And then
Panthers get a win.
Okay, yeah, home game,
Panthers
divisional
get a
game.
Fucking win, dude.
We did it.
Hey guys, these are just vibes. We're not looking at the standings.
We're not trying too hard.
But I can't wait to go all the way through the fucking season on this.
All right. New England against Jacksonville. Miami against the Colts. I think we can give Miami this one.
Probably.
Because we've given the Colts a lot of wins, and I think we've given the Dolphins a lot of losses.
Okay.
So we can go Miami here. We got Buffalo, Tennessee. I'm good to go with Buffalo.
I'm picking Cleveland in this next one.
Okay, let's do it.
They be kicking the Bengals' ass in Cleveland.
Battle of Ohio.
They be working the Bengals in Cleveland, like different.
Jets and Steelers. I'm going home team.
Sure, let's go with the Steelers. Fuck it.
Saints, Broncos. Saints. Short week.
Yeah.
Texans.
I do think Jordan Love's healthy by this time, but you know what? Packers. Fuck the Texans.
Screw it. Raiders against Rams. I'll take the Rams off the bye week.
Probably the Rams, but that's gonna be a funny fucking game.
Okay, do we give the Chiefs a loss here?
Yes.
First one of the year. And I think we just gave the Niners a loss or the last couple weeks.
We had the Niners lose to the Seahawks on a Thursday, so yeah.
Right. Yep. Makes sense. Ravens beat the Bucks. Chargers against Cardinals. Want to go home team here?
Dude, if Baker Mayfield beats us, I'm gonna be so fucking pissed. Home team? Yeah, why not? Let's do it. Cardinals.
Yeah, Chargers started out almost 4-0, so
yeah.
Vikings against Lions. Oh shit. The Lions just scored a touchdown in real life.
Oh.
Long touchdown, Jared Goff to Jameson Williams. There's a flag on the play though. But Lions in our fake simulation. Do we have them beating the Vikings?
Nope. Give me Vikings.
Okay. Seahawks with more rest in Atlanta. I don't mind taking the Seahawks.
Give me the Seahawks because I don't like Atlanta.
Okay, Eagles over Giants, and then Commanders over Panthers. We have to get the
Commanders. Got to win that one, man.
Yep. Okay, so I think an ass whooping here at the hands of Baltimore is what gives Jameis Winston the job. So I'm taking Baltimore over Cleveland.
I'm not mad at that.
I think he kind of checks out.
Jameis Winston promotion week, baby.
Okay, so we get the rematch of the week 1 matchup. Houston won the first matchup. I don't mind giving Indy the second matchup.
Let's do it. Let's get weird. Indy on the road, Houston.
Indy on the road. Jets, Patriots. We said we're going to give the Patriots the other matchup in the series. Raiders, Chiefs.
The spirit of the hoodie.
Okay, I think the Raiders played like really well against the Chiefs last year. I think we should give the Raiders 1 game.
I ain't mad at it. Let's do it. Fuck it. Raiders.
Jaguars. I think we finally give Jordan Love a win.
Didn't we give him a win last week?
I think he lost to the Texans. Maybe, I don't know.
Nah, I feel like we said we'll give him another. Nah, give me Trevor Lawrence, baby.
All right, fuck it.
Shots in our simulation are like 3-4 now.
Hey, big up, Jez. We're predicting the entire season, like a whole NFL season.
Yeah, we're in like week 9 now.
Game for game. This is week 1 Sunday Night Football heritage at this platform.
Dolphins.
Amazingly, since we started this, nobody's unsubscribed, so that's pretty sick.
Dolphins, Cardinals, Dolphins.
Okay, Titans against Lions.
Brother, Will Levis, you are now a Whataburger employee.
Detroit. Okay. Seattle, Buffalo in Seattle. I feel like Buffalo is going to lose some weird games.
Seattle will win. I'm super down, but I feel like they have too many wins in our thing.
That's tough. Okay, I don't mind giving them this win and then keeping that in mind going forward.
All right, let's do it.
All right. Hey, Flawless, it's very important to keep these things in mind. You know, this is actually like an unholy activity to predict an entire season.
Yeah, we're predicting an entire season just based off vibes and like no feelings, and we're not even referring to the standings while we do this.
No, we're going to check the standings. And I thought of a pretty dramatic way to look through the standings.
I just want you to know this.
Yeah. People need to know.
Yes.
Okay, so Saints, Chargers. I think we gave the Chargers 2 losses in a row. It ends here.
Give me the Saints.
Oh, 3 losses in a row for LA. Damn.
They did not lose 3 times in a row.
On God, I think we gave them 2 losses. We gave them Chiefs, and then last week they lost to somebody.
Nah, man. They won off the bye week. What are we talking about?
Okay, and then it's not 3 in a row. But it's the third one, I'm pretty sure. Okay. Panthers, Broncos.
Broncos have to win. If not, Sean Payton needs to go home and be a family man and never talk about football again.
100%. Okay. Eagles, Bengals. I'll leave this one to you.
I hate the Bengals, so we're picking the Eagles.
Let's do it. Giants, Steelers at home. Vikings,
Rams.
Okay. Falcons, Bucks. Okay. Bears against Commanders.
Commanders. Fuck the Bears.
You say Commanders?
Yep. Fuck the Bears.
Damn, that's tough. And then Cowboys, Niners. Cowboys off a bye week. Niners, I think, just beat the Chiefs.
Yeah.
So I'm giving the Cowboys this one.
Let's go Cowboys, baby. Let's do this.
Yo, here's the thing, Joel. It's not Chargers hype. They just have an easy schedule, like all things considered.
We're not. No one has said the Chargers are good.
Yeah, we don't rate them that much.
No one has ever hyped them on this stream.
Okay, Jets Texans.
You know we have to predict a tie at some point, right?
Yes, but yeah, no, I think last year we. Here's the thing. I
Well,
think last year we predicted two.
Panthers game comes up, that's going to be our tie.
I like it. But also, what I would say is that, like, I think last year we predicted two. I think we can predict two again if you want.
I'm down.
Because last year there were no ties, I believe, and I think that's not okay. So there's probably going to be two.
I'm down.
All right. So Texans Jets. I think this is the halfway point of the season, right? No, this is week 8.
Give me Jets.
Okay. Jets at home.
I don't even know who's on the Jets defense, but give me the Jets.
On a short week. They're good at football. It's more the other side of the ball. Okay, Titans, Patriots. I think we give the Titans a win here.
Sure. I'm uneasy about that, but sure.
Okay, and then who did we... Oh, we gave Miami the first
one. We get Miami to win, so Buffalo gets this one.
Okay, Bengals just coming off a loss, get the win.
I hate them.
And then Chargers, Browns. Jameis Winston's first game. I'm thinking we get Jameis the win here.
No, man, Chargers. You just talked about how you didn't want them to lose a million games, and look at what you're doing.
That's true, but also
you know what? Fuck it, Jameis Winston. Fuck the Chargers.
Well, we can give Chargers the wins later. It's not that deep. Vikings against Colts. I'll take the Colts. Eagles against Jaguars. I'll take the Eagles.
Eagles and then the Chiefs.
Okay, and then do you
want to win?
Yeah, we just gave Washington a win, I think. Cowboys over Falcons.
Give me the Falcons.
Panthers, Saints.
Give me the Falcons over the Cowboys.
Damn. Okay, let's get it.
Panthers, Saints. Give me the Panthers.
Home teams. I think this week we have home teams winning every game but one.
Bears, Cardinals. Give me the Cardinals.
Home team. Seahawks, Rams.
Give me the Seahawks.
Home teams. Okay, Jordan Love against these Detroit Lions.
Give me the Lions. Fuck Jordan Love.
Damn, man. The Packers have a shit year. Okay, week 10.
Fuck the Packers.
We've approached the second half of the year.
All right, we lost the first game, so we're winning this one.
Let's do it. Broncos, Chiefs.
Thursday. Hopefully Joe Burrow doesn't fuck up his hand again, bitch. Pussy.
Bills, Colts.
Colts. Fuck the Bills.
Okay. I think the Colts. Daniel keeps giving us the updates. We have the Colts at 7-3 right now.
Yeah, Bills. Fuck the Colts. I take it back. I fully take it back.
Okay, Chargers, Titans. Man, Chargers win. Easy money.
You can't lose to Will Levis in front of the hose.
Also, he already won one game. I think the Titans just won a game last week, so not 2 in a row.
We are gonna have the funniest standings, dude.
Patriots, Bears.
I can't.
Bears back-to-back wins. Pittsburgh, Washington. Pittsburgh on the road, always shaky.
Washington hot streak, baby.
Let's go. Jaguars, Vikings.
Jaguars.
Jets, Cardinals. Jets just got a big win. I like the Cardinals.
Yes, there's so many games throughout the season. Jesus Christ.
Yo, we're taking so many home wins.
Oh, I don't give a fuck, dude. Lions, Texans. Give me the Texans because the Lions won a big win on the road last week. Okay. Dolphins, Rams. Give me the Dolphins.
Okay.
Yeah, that's inside.
Oh, this the tie? Do we want to go tie here?
Oh my God, tie in the Germany game?
Yes, it's a draw. We're in Europe. It's a draw.
Yes.
Okay, sick. Falcons, Saints. Also, I think I want to give
we have to give the Saints the win because the Falcons won the first game.
Makes sense. Okay, Niners over Bucks.
No, give me the Bucks. Let's get weird.
Okay, Dallas gets the home. We'll go home teams in that matchup.
Sure. We're only in week 11. Fucking kill me, dude. Dolphins.
Okay.
Steelers.
Okay.
Because we low-key be losing these games a lot, too.
Bengals. Bills? Jets?
Yes, fuck the Colts, man. I'm committed to that shit.
Okay. Vikings.
Nah, Titans win.
Damn, Will Levis hot streak.
Yeah, hold that, Sam Darnold, bitch.
Saints Browns.
Let's go with the Saints because Jameis Winston versus his former team.
Oh shit.
Nah, give me the Browns. I take it back.
Yeah. No, two game win streak. Deshaun Watson's career is over on the field, but not in the accounting sheet, you know?
Can't take it back. Rams, Patriots. Give me the Pats, baby.
Damn, we're getting crazy with that one.
Spirit of the hoodie.
Okay. Lions over Jaguars.
Probably, yeah.
Okay. Falcons over Broncos. Broncos home game.
Falcons have to win, dude. They must.
Okay. Cowboys off a big win against Philadelphia. I'm thinking loss against Houston.
In the Battle of Texas.
Yep. Eagles take the home game here. Probably lose in Washington.
I will not be watching. So yeah, Eagles.
Okay.
Packers. Packers always beat them niggas. So Packers.
Okay. Seahawks Niners.
Definitely the Niners. Not even close.
All right. Steelers Browns. I think home team. Damn, that's 3 in a row. No, that's wild. 3 in a row is wild.
Steelers. We gotta take the Steelers, man. That's another Thursday night game I will not be watching, by the way.
Okay. Houston.
Yes.
Miami. Raiders.
No, give me the Broncos.
Okay. Ravens.
Yeah, if they take all our fucking leftovers and beat us, I'm gonna be furious.
It's a horrible.
Nah, man, give me Lamar.
Okay. Lions Colts.
Colts.
Damn.
Christ, do not even put that game on television.
Damn.
Holy shit.
Yo, put that game on Tubi.
Put that game in the Madden simulator, brother.
Vikings Bears.
The Bears.
The Bears. Bucks over Giants?
Yes.
Okay.
Cowboys.
Okay.
Oh, this is a fun game, but give me Seahawks. Ooh.
Jordan Love.
Jordan Love versus the San Francisco 49ers. I sneaky hate the Niners, but I also hate Jordan Love.
Why do you hate Jordan Love out of curiosity?
I'm in a football group chat, and a bunch of people slander Lamar Jackson, but they're Packers fans, so I just hate them.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
That's nothing against Jordan Love. I just hate Packers fans that want to slander black quarterbacks, and then now they have a mixed quarterback, and he got $200 million for playing 9 games pretty well. I hate that shit.
And they have Malik Willis, and they're doing everything in their power to not have to start him.
Yeah, give me the Niners. Fuck the Packers.
Okay, Eagles over Rams.
Probably.
Okay, I think we get. Yeah, so we get Eagles Ravens here. So I'm just giving her the Ravens.
We're cooking with grease.
What's that?
We got a Friday game in this bitch.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah, we gave the Raiders that one, so we'll give the first one. So we'll give the Chiefs this one.
We don't even know that.
I think so.
That's lit.
Colts.
Yeah, dude. Fuck it.
Bengals.
Yeah, just about.
Jaguars.
Yes.
Okay.
Jameis
got to lose at some point.
He just lost last week, brother.
Damn, I'm terrible at keeping track of these things. Okay, then we give Cleveland the win there. Okay, Jordan Love just got.
It'll be cold by then, Packers.
Oh, true. We're approaching it.
November in Green Bay, Packers. I'm out on Miami in cold games.
Okay, Chargers.
Falcons.
Seahawks, Jets.
Probably the Jets because they're gonna need to win some games.
Commanders.
This is an almighty stink fest. Give me the Titans.
Hell yeah. Niners, Bills.
Buffalo because they're at home.
Sure, it'll be cold as hell.
Yeah.
Lions.
Yes.
Oh, these are Thanksgiving games. That's what's going on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Lions and Cowboys. Yo, these Thanksgiving matchups are cheeks again.
Yep.
except for Bill or Dolphins, Packers, knowing them, that'll be on Thanksgiving night, so it'll be like 2 degrees out there.
Yo, Jez, I don't know for sure, but I think the Giants have no wins and 1 tie. I don't know though. We'll never know until the end.
No, I think the Giants. Actually, yeah, they might not have a win.
Yeah.
Cardinals, Vikings. Give me the Vikings.
Okay. Saints, Rams.
Give me the Saints.
Okay. Buccaneers, Panthers. Quiet tie
We always get
candidate.
Panthers to win against the Falcons. Fuck them.
Tie candidate here.
Actually, yeah, sneaky tie. Sneaky tie.
Okay, let's do it. All right. Jaguars, Titans.
Oh my lord. Give me the Jaguars.
Okay. Browns, Steelers. Fuck, man. There's still 5 weeks of this.
The Steelers. I know. This is how I feel.
Okay. I'm giving the Chiefs the win over the Chargers and Miami against the Jets.
They're at home, so Miami.
Okay. Raiders, Buccaneers.
Bucks.
Okay.
I love
Bills.
to feel like we have the Bucks winning the South. After saying I think the Saints are going to win.
I think so. Okay.
Oh, shit.
Bills.
Rams will win because why not?
Sure, why not?
Cowboys, Bengals. I hate both these teams, but really,
Speaking
I
of that, I think the Rams just scored a touchdown right now in real life, so this is a 7-point game again.
Yep.
Who do you have winning this one?
Cowboys, because I hate the Bengals.
They also have extra
We
rest.
got too many home wins, though. Give me the Bengals.
Okay. In the spirit of that, we have Thursday Night Football: Packers Lions in Detroit.
Packers.
I feel like Detroit they split this series last year, or the Packers swept it, because I know the Packers won in
Give me the Packers
on Thanksgiving. All right, but 2 years in a row, Jordan Love goes to Detroit and wins. Falcons, Vikings. Want to give this one to Minnesota?
Falcons. We have too many home wins.
Okay.
Giants gonna win though. Giants gonna win to get off no wins.
Damn. Okay, you definitely don't have the Saints winning.
No, I take it back. Saints win.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say we can give the Giants a win somewhere else. We'll give them the next matchup against the Commanders, because I'm pretty sure we gave the Commanders the first one. Eagles over Panthers. Cardinals,
because we gave the Seahawks the first one.
Okay, and then Niners on
Yes.
In this matchup. Okay. Bet we got 4 weeks left. Houston at home against Miami.
Miami.
Okay.
Houston's home too.
Bengals and Titans. Bengals.
Yes.
Okay. Jets, Jaguars. Jets.
Jaguars.
Okay. Jameis Winston against Pat Mahomes.
Pat Mahomes.
Okay. Colts.
Broncos.
Damn.
It's going to be weather at that time of year.
Okay, this is not the game we give to the Giants.
Probably not. Chargers.
Okay. Cardinals. Okay.
Lions. Damn it, we're picking on the home teams again. Eagles.
Falcons.
Falcons, baby. The Dirty Birds.
Okay. Rams against. Damn.
We gave the Rams the first one. Let's give the Niners this one.
Yeah.
Saints.
Yep. Cowboys.
Seahawks, and we'll give the Bears this win.
Okay.
It is Sam Darnold.
It is indeed Sam Darnold. Okay, we're getting to
God, another one of these on a Thursday. Get fucked.
Bengals.
No,
Bengals,
please, God. Texans, Chiefs.
Okay, I feel like we've been giving Houston a lot of wins.
Yeah, we'll go Chiefs. We lost the first Steelers game, so we're winning this one. Colts can't lose to the Titans at home. That's unacceptable.
No.
And here we are giving out home wins again. Bills.
Okay. Want to break it with Denver?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Jacksonville?
Yes.
Okay. Rams? Extra rest?
But I don't know. I feel. You know what? Let's give the Rams a win and let's give the Dolphins a win. I don't think both those teams head east and win like that.
Interesting. Okay.
Those are long trips, dude.
Lions against the Bears. Do you want to give this one to the Bears?
Let's do it. Yeah.
Falcons, Giants. Giants?
Giants win. First win of the season.
Okay. Eagles have to lose a game to the Commanders. It's tradition. Cardinals.
Yes. Yo, Cardinals sneaky might be a 7 seed. I can't wait to see what we have at the end.
Seattle.
I'm so excited, man.
Okay. Cowboys have to beat Tampa, and then
we're gonna say the Falcons win that game.
Want to give the Saints another win?
You know what? Yeah, let's get crazy. Fuck Jordan Love.
All right, last 2 weeks. We're almost here.
Oh my God, we're almost there. All right, Texans beat us.
Okay.
On Christmas. That's gonna suck.
Do you wanna do like it's Christmas, Pittsburgh at home, Mike Tomlin's coaching up the defense.
Christmas, Steelers win like 19-17 or something.
Chiefs lose back-to-back seasons on Christmas.
Yes.
Effectively fuck up Christmas for them.
Bengals,
got it. Chargers?
Pats.
Oh, home teams.
Give me the Pats.
Home teams.
Jaguars.
Okay. Who did forget who we
gave the Jets the first one, so we got to get the Bills this.
Okay.
Miami wins one cold weather game.
Damn. Yeah, Jameis is throwing too many picks at this point. It swung the other way.
Yes.
We're
Giants
getting the other 30s.
Winning streak.
Giants winning streak is crazy. So hold on. Actually, the Giants though?
Actually, yes.
Hell yeah.
Win again, baby.
Saints over Raiders?
Of course.
Okay, I think Seattle here.
Yes.
Cardinals?
Nah, Rams.
Okay. Commanders off a big win. I think they lose.
Yes, Falcons.
Okay. Jordan Love, maybe a win?
Nah, Vikings.
Sam Darnold's on the other side, though.
I know. Vikings.
Damn. Bucks?
Yes.
Okay. We gave Eagles the Cowboys the last one. And then
the Niners win.
Okay, we're in the last week. So the thing here is that we don't know. Do we want to check the records before we see who has nothing to play for?
No, because I know in my heart this first game doesn't matter, so the Chargers will win. Okay. Actually, that's not true. I think the Chargers will win, but I feel like they'd win anyways.
Yeah, I think yeah.
I know the Chiefs have nothing to play for here.
But I feel like that might not be the case.
Okay, if we're talking about 1 seed, right?
Yeah.
All right, so if we're going to say, all right, I'm cool with the Chiefs win. Texans win.
Yep.
I think the Colts actually would beat them straight up.
Yep.
Give me a Steelers win.
Oh, it's getting crazy. Steelers closed the year beating Kansas City and Cincinnati before either not making the playoffs or getting baptized in the wild card game.
Ravens, Browns. Give me the Ravens.
Buffalo.
Give me the Bills. Give me the Jets.
Okay.
The Rams.
Okay. Niners.
No. Give me the Cardinals.
Oh, it's getting crazy.
Bears, Packers. Give me the Packers. Dude, the Bears never win this game. Cowboys at home. They're going to win. Give me the Bucks. Fuck, dude. We're taking almost all home teams again.
No, we're picking Carolina in the next game.
I'm down. Let's do it. I know that one doesn't matter.
Okay. We're done, right? Yeah, we're done. Yeah. Okay, here's I have a strategy on how to unveil. This is the most I can zoom.
Oh my God.
Okay. So we have the 1 and 2 seeds. We have Miami as a 1 seed. All roads go through Miami. You have to go to Hard Rock Stadium where guys get arrested.
What did we do?
Okay, the number 2 seed. Okay, thoughts on the 1 and 2 seed?
I did not have Miami as a 1 seed, but I guess the way I guess, dude, fuck it.
Did they beat Kansas City 1-up? Okay, I don't know.
No, they didn't play. They don't play this year.
The conference record is just 10 and 2. I guess that's what it is. Okay.
Yeah.
The 3rd seed is Baltimore, also at 13 and 4.
Oh my God.
With the worst conference record. That's tough, man. That's tough. They have to go to Kansas City. That probably is a matchup, assuming that the wild card route isn't crazy. The 4 seed is the Jaguars at 11-6.
Wait, we had the Jaguars win the division?
That's crazy. That's
No, are there
definitely.
just no wins in the NFC?
Oh shit! No, hold up. Yeah, they got Wait, who gets no wins in the NFC?
I just think there's going to be no wins in the conference if all these teams have like 13, 13, 13, 11. Let's see the other teams. Hold on. We have Bills. I know
Bill?
the Bills are there. We
Yeah.
have the Jets as well. And the 7th seed is going to be the Bengals.
Okay. So we got Bills at 11. So the wild card matchup is Jacksonville against Buffalo. Have they played before? Oh no, that was a long time ago. Okay, 6 seed Bengals 11-6.
Yes.
So they play the Ravens. That's just heritage.
Okay.
7 seed is the Colts.
Oh my God, the Jets don't make it. The
Okay.
Colts climbed out of the fucking grave.
The Colts did it. Okay, the Texans don't make the playoffs at 10-7 with a tied conference record.
Change the Texans Jaguars game to 2 Texans wins. Get the Jaguars out of here.
I bet. I think I can do it. Wait. No.
That would knock the Colts out, though, actually. Hold on. The Jets were 8-9 in our thing.
Yeah.
The Steelers are 9-8. Mike Tomlin lives.
Okay, hold on.
Yo, I love this. Actually, let's just keep it like it is. Fuck it. Let's just own it.
Okay, so we did what we did. We're standing on what we did. Okay.
Yeah, let's stand on business, guys.
In the NFC, we have the Eagles at 13-4 as the 1 seed, and the 2nd seed is 11-6, which is like a cool 5 seed in the AFC here.
Yeah, that doesn't. Yeah, there's just no wins in this conference, is there?
Yes. Okay. So 11-6. The 3 seed is Seattle, also at 11-6. Holy shit! I don't know how that happened.
Let's go, man.
The 4 seed is the Saints at 10-7.
Yes, we got one.
The Saints actually have a division winning record. This division isn't producing a 8-9 winner. The 5 seed Cowboys at 11-6 that go into the Superdome on Wild Card Weekend. The 6 seed is the Niners at 10-7.
Niners Seahawks in the playoff. Here we go.
Niners 10-7 is wild.
Here we go.
Yo, this is a Super Bowl hangover if there ever was one.
Yep.
Okay. 7 seed the Cardinals. Oh my God. This is amazing. Cardinals, the 7 seed at 10-7. So the difference between the 7 seed and the 2 seed is 1 win.
Yep. That's hoops right there.
Okay. 8 seed Bucks at 10-7.
Whoa, what if the Bucks won the game? Go back and change the tie to a win.
Okay, I'll do that in a second. Rams 8-9.
I think that they would be in it over the
Falcons
Saints.
8-9. Bears 7-10. Okay,
the Falcons got too many wins for us.
Okay, let's see what happens to Tampa if they get the W. If they get the W, they jump up. They do win the division if they get the W.
Yeah, okay, we're good with that. I'm fine with the Saints missing.
Okay, so the other thing I want to do is hold on. Let me go back to
this is the funniest bracket I've ever seen.
AFC. What the hell is this? Where is the draft order at the bottom? Oh. Okay, bet.
Okay.
You guys ready for the draft order?
Number 2 is the Panthers. Number 3. Oh my God, the Titans only have 3 wins for us.
Yo, 3-13-1. The Panthers and Giants were playing for the 2 seed and they tied.
No, and the Panthers get it. Okay.
Raiders at 4, Commanders at 5, Broncos at 6, Patriots at 7. Vikings and Packers. Packers with Jordan Love pick 9th overall. Deshaun Watson's Browns pick 10th overall.
Hell yeah.
Chargers Bears pick 12th overall. This was wild.
Yo, go back to the AFC. Do we want to do playoff picks?
fuck? Hell yeah, why not? Okay. AFC playoffs.
Okay. I have thoughts. Bills win.
Okay, I like that.
Ravens win. Chiefs
Okay.
win. And
We
then
did.
the next week it'd be the Bills versus the Dolphins and the Ravens versus the Chiefs. But Saints or Cowboys? We'll go Cowboys, Niners, and Lions. So we can at least get like adult playoffs, you know?
Okay. This is actually a pretty solid set of games.
Give me Ravens, Bills in the AFC Championship.
This is wild.
I mean, we lost by Isaiah Likely's big toe, dude.
Okay. I'm going Lions for sure.
I'm
Like
gonna
for
take
certain.
Lions, Eagles.
Oh, let's get crazy.
Lions.
10-7 Niners with a Super Bowl hangover. Okay.
Okay. It's gonna be Ravens, Eagles, man.
This is the exact Super Bowl we predicted last year because predictably, a Ravens and Eagles fan is probably gonna predict the
Hey,
Ravens Eagles
nothing
Super
is
Bowl.
not consistent. I predicted. What did we predict would win last year?
I don't know if we actually picked the game, and I probably just clicked the Eagles because I'm the person clicking the buttons.
Okay, we can click the Eagles. I don't care.
Fair enough. So just like last year, guys, we have the Eagles beating the Ravens in the Super Bowl.
Hell yeah, dude. Guys, I want you guys to know if we
Yes.
could go back to what our playoff bracket is. There's at no point did I actually think we had enough wins for the Jaguars for them to make the playoffs, let alone win the division.
Yeah.
Like in my brain, right? That's supposed to be the Texans.
Yeah.
And on the NFC side, the Seahawks weren't supposed to win the division. Them
Yeah.
and the Niners in my brain are supposed to be flipped.
Right.
And I low key wanted the Bucks to be the 7th seed because that would have been fun.
Yeah, for sure.
But like, you guys, I want you to just try doing predictions for the entire season without looking at standings, and
You
just
will
see
get some wild shit.
how tough that is.
The Rams also punched it in at the goal line to go to score a touchdown and tie the game up. So we will have a tie game in the fourth quarter. So while we did that exercise, the game actually got interesting. Never
Yeah,
mind.
we had a 14-point game when this started, and
Yes.
we're in a real game now.
Yes.
So
Yeah. So for those of you guys who weren't here last year, this concept was born out of the fact that we did the same thing last year, and the Cowboys won 40-0 because the Giants kind of looked pretty similar to this year last year.
That's right. It was Cowboys Giants on Sunday Night Football.
It was 40-0. It was a crazy lopsided game, and we actually did this out of necessity. Like, it felt better to predict the whole season because you just needed to do something.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, our bad on the predictions if you disagree, because like we don't even really agree, but this is part of the fun. This is how that goes.
And like the spirit of disagreement during an exercise like this is not really there because it's like, if I disagree, do I want to waste another 2 minutes to click the other side of this prediction? No.
Yeah, guys, we had to get like fucking 270 games in, 72 games in, or some shit.
It would be a 10-hour stream
over week 11 Jags Colts. I'm sorry, I'm just not going to do it.
No. So it looks like the Lions handed their fans pieces of paper with the number 3 on it, which I don't know what it's referring to. Does it mean hold the team to a field goal? Because they're all holding their 3s up. And like, would the point not to be to cheer for 0 points? Like, I think cheering for 3 points is kind of wild.
I don't know what the 3s are either. Maybe it's third down?
Oh, must be, yeah.
Yeah, Lon, what the fuck? I figured that out.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. That's like, oh, guys, it's third down. Hold your 3s up. Doesn't really, like, inspire me much.
Hell no.
So the Rams will not tie this game up because they took another penalty on 3rd and goal. It'll be a 4-point game. So looking at the Lions, their running backs have 67 rushing yards on 18 carries, so that's not good. Jared Goff has 135 passing yards. That's not particularly good. It looks like their offense has faltered quite a bit. The Rams running backs have done even worse. But at least Stafford has like 230 yards. So the defenses have done a good job so far. I think generally
230 yards and a back-breaking pick. We're back, baby.
Yep. Yep. It's like week 1 sloppiness is just a thing. That just is what it is.
I can't believe we had the Jags winning the South.
That doesn't feel right because in my head it's between like Colts and Colts and Texans.
Yeah, but they're not in the discussion for me, and they won. That's so funny.
It's really wild. I also think having we had the Cardinals in the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
Also wild.
Probably, yeah. Who do you think gets that 7th seed, though?
Okay, if I were to look at it, let me see. Preview. So I'm actually like, I'm comfortable with like, of the top 6 seeds, saying for sure that 5 of those are going to be a thing.
Unless you want to say it's Green Bay and they're just way better than we think.
The thing is I don't mind actually like, I think Green Bay's fine, but I think that with the quarterback being out for a month, that's going to screw their record up. Teams wise, I'd probably take the Rams over the Cardinals, but not like I don't think anybody else is head and shoulders above the Cardinals.
Like, I think we've got 5 good teams in that division.
Yeah.
Maybe. Like, Eagles, Lions, Cowboys, Niners, I think they're pretty good.
And then there's NFC South winner. So that's like the top 5 when you think about the playoffs. And then there's picking 2 others.
I don't know. I don't think what we predicted was that bad.
There's actually
the Ravens as being a 3-way tie at 13-4 and get 3rd. That's fucking trash.
Yeah, all boiling down to conference record.
I think best case scenario, the Chiefs are the 1 seed and the Ravens are the 2.
Yeah.
So then, like, that's an AFC championship kind of thing. Maybe.
Yeah.
And I do think the Ravens can beat them.
I think one of the things we got right is the fact that there's no team with more than 13 wins, because I do think that's a thing now. Like, you're not really going to see teams. I think 14 is the cap. I don't know if we're going to see 15-win teams very much.
Especially now with the season starting earlier and people not doing preseason.
Yep. 14 is the absolute cap, and I think 13 is more realistic. Like, I know, like, there's a lot of Eagles fans that think, like, oh, the team is really good. So then they'll be like, oh, I think this is a 15-win team. And it's like, no, that's not feasible. Like, if you think a team is really, really good, I think you call for 13 wins. And if not, saying your team is going to win 12 still is saying that they're really, really good.
Also, like, to be healthy enough to win 15 times out of 17,
yeah,
you got to be really lucky. Like, I think every team has 2 dumb losses a year.
Oh, yeah.
At least 2. So to then look at it and say, we're not going to have any more stupid losses, I'm just like, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
All right. Game. 12 and a half left. Here we go. I gotta say, man, I kind of miss streaming when we could do shit like that.
Yep. Yeah, like what I'm realizing is like I think I like the model of watching a game, talking about the game, but also having like a secondary thing to do on the stream. Like I remember when we did the college football playoff, like looking at mock drafts and going through mock drafts while watching the game. I think that was like a fun activity. Like I think
Dude, that was lit.
yeah, like I think I'm personally just looking for more concepts like that because it's just a lot more fun. And the thing is, when doing a watch along, but having all the pressure in the world to for the game to deliver is just putting yourself in a tough position.
Oh, because most of the time the game doesn't deliver.
Yeah, and then you find yourself just like talking yourself into random takes that you don't even believe just because you have to say something.
Yep. Guys, I don't actually think the Seahawks are going to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
I just like them. But they ended up with 11 wins. And the Packers ended up 6-11. I don't think either of those things are going to happen. I'm not a fan of the Lions all blue unis.
Yeah, I think they're a little bit like I think the thing is I think all one color uniforms can look boring pretty easily. Like I think you have to do a really good job of like accenting the dominant color to actually make it look nice.
Yeah, I'm just not a fan. Like some white pants would be sick.
Yep.
Ooh, Jared Goff runs for a first down. Jesus Christ. Shout out to the 46 of you watching, though. That's really cool of you.
For sure.
So, we'll be here next week. Probably talking about some other shit.
Yep. So next week I'll be here for the Thursday night game, Buffalo Miami, because that is a pretty solid matchup. I won't be here for anything else because I'm going to the Monday game and I'll be there on Sunday. So then the week after, week 3, the Thursday game is Jets Patriots. That's a big fuck no.
Yeah, fuck that.
So then for week 3, what we're looking at for Sunday night football is Chiefs Falcons, which actually also kind of pisses me off. So I think Monday, Jaguars Bills, that would probably be the one.
Yeah, we could do that.
But yeah.
Sneaky little playoff preview according to our predictor.
Actually, yeah. And while Jaguars Bills is happening, Commanders Bengals will also be happening. So, 2 for 1.
Oh, it's the 2-for-1 Monday week?
I don't know why that's a thing, but it is.
That sucks.
We got a 2nd and 3 and a pre-snap penalty. You got a false start on Detroit. I think the penalties this week were pretty interesting. Obviously, the illegal formation stuff with the offensive tackles is new, and then we had I think it's the only ever too many men on the field on both teams when Philly played Green Bay. So they basically ran a CFL play, and I think that's pretty cool.
Nice. Honestly, if both teams agree to have more than 11 on the field, I think it should be allowed.
I think also like it would be cool if there was a designated play where it's like the teams agree and they're like, okay, this is the play, and then both teams put an extra player, and Goff just do a pick.
Here we go.
The Rams are going to get the ball just outside of the red zone. Goff just threw a really big pick. This is probably guaranteed to be points for the Rams. If they only get 3 out of this, Detroit still has a lead, but that's a horrible pick to throw. He actually, whoa. Dude, I totally thought they were on their own side of the field.
No.
That's wild. That's a hell of a play by a linebacker. Is that a linebacker?
It's number 43, so I would assume.
Yeah. Because he kept the ball off the ground. They're showing a bunch of different angles. I don't see the ball hitting the ground anywhere.
Wow. You just beat him to the ball. No, that is a pick. He was like on his like knuckles.
Yep.
Damn.
Yeah. Goff now threw a pick when points were just about guaranteed. Stafford threw a pick where just about points were guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
This is why we week 1, baby.
Yep. Here we go. Yeah, I can't believe the Steelers are in first place in the AFC North.
Shit, yeah. Yeah, I think they're I don't know if you're in touch with many Steelers fans, but the ones that I talk to seem to be pretty frustrated with the fact that like they know they'll never be bad enough to get like really good draft picks because they're just gonna win games, but they're also really struggling to get really good as an organization. Like they've been in the middle ground for a while.
They've been
So
in
I don't know.
limbo
It kind
for
of
like
just seems
3
like they're
years.
stuck. Yeah, they're just stuck. Because I think it was sometime last year where we went through it, and they actually have one of the bigger playoff win droughts in the league.
Yeah, they haven't won since 2016, right?
Yeah, and like a lot of teams have won since 2016.
Yep. Yeah, outside of like Washington and Miami, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's probably some other teams in there too, but
And I think Detroit ended theirs. So
there's Washington, Miami, Carolina's probably on there.
yeah. I'll look it up again. Get the
But
updated
Cleveland
list.
beat Pittsburgh. Cincy's won a few. The Ravens won a game last year and won a game in 2020. The Jets, they're going to be on there. The Dolphins going to be on there. Patriots won in the Super Bowl in 2018, right?
Yep.
The Bills are definitely not going to be on there. Chiefs aren't.
1, 2, 3,
Raiders
4,
are.
5, 6, 7, 8. There's only 8 longer streaks, like 8 teams with longer streaks.
Yeah, so Raiders, Jets, Panthers, Commanders, Redskins, whatever you want to call them, Dolphins.
Have you been counting how many you've named off?
So let me just name them again. Dolphins, Jets, Raiders, Panthers, Commanders. So that's 5, right?
Yeah.
Texans aren't going to be on there. Titans aren't going to be on there either because they beat us. Jaguars beat the Chargers. Chargers beat us in 2018, so they wouldn't be on there either. Broncos.
Yep. Okay. There's only 2 now you're missing.
Got to be the Cardinals, right?
Yep. Now there's only 1 more.
The Chicago Bears.
There you go.
Yep, because they've been in the playoffs, but they haven't won.
Nope. They haven't won since 2010.
Yeah.
They had an opportunity to beat the Eagles, but the kicker hit the post twice.
Then they played the Nickelodeon game and they lost.
Mitchell Trubisky won the MVP, though.
Yep.
Those actually, your last 2 playoff appearances being those 2 ones, that's hilarious.
Yeah, dude.
That's a hell of a banter era.
Right now you can say he made the playoffs 2 times as the Bears head coach, and that's true.
The double doink game and the Trubisky MVP game.
Them losing the double doink game is so terrible, though.
It's funniest shit in the world.
Because I think they legit could have beat the Rams.
Definitely.
Like with their defense that year, I think they legit could have beat them.
Definitely.
Like low key, the double doink game killed their franchise.
Cody Parkey.
No, he didn't. There's no way he dragged a foot there. I mean, he probably did because he's Cooper Cup, but Jesus Christ.
That's a hell of a catch. They just got to see if the ball moved at all, but I definitely think he got both feet in.
What do you do if you're a fan of a team with a playoff drought? I mean, bro, like, you don't really get to pick who you support in that way. You just got to ride it out, man.
There's
also,
that. Hold on. Are you talking about teams with a playoff drought, Joel? Or are you talking about being a fan of a team that loses playoff games like that, like MVP and double doink?
Or are you talking about like the Steelers, where you're not good enough to win, but you're not trash enough to really bottom out and rebuild? I think being a fan of a team like the Steelers is the worst right now.
Yep.
Because you see how far you have to go in the AFC, and you're just not close to going there.
And when your team wins games like today's, like, can you seriously like say at this point, like, you know what, my team played today and they won a game and I had a good time watching it and things are good? Like, no, you're gonna win the game and you're gonna just at every point in time think about like, damn, we fucking look like an average team. We kicked 6 field goals and we're pretty far away from the top level.
Because the issue in the AFC, if you're trying to be a wild card team,
Yeah,
with the Steelers, is you're probably playing either the Texans, Ravens, Bengals, Chiefs, or Bills / Dolphins / Jets.
yeah.
And you're probably not beating any of those teams in that scenario. Ooh, Rams take the lead. So it's like, what is the point of this, kind of, is what I would approach it. Whereas, like, no disrespect, but like in the NFC, the playoffs is kind of fucking wide open, you know?
Oh yeah.
Or at least more wide open.
If you want to get in the playoffs, and to be honest, even win a game, because like the Bucks won a game last year, the Giants won a game the year before. You can win a game and it can kind of not make sense.
No, it's just the way that it, because the NFC South has to send somebody.
Yeah.
You would say the Eagles and Cowboys and Niners are all very good.
Yeah.
You'd probably say that. But problem with that is one of the Cowboys or Eagles is going to be a wild card team right with you.
Yeah.
And they're probably going to play the NFC South winner.
Definitely. Yeah.
So you're looking at a Final Four of Eagles, Cowboys, probably, and Niners. But then you have to put one in there.
Yeah.
Like, the Lions had a great year last year, and I like what they're doing, and they're building their team, and I get it. But, like, if you were to tell me the Lions were a 3rd seed or a 2nd seed, and somebody went there with, like, some sort of crazy defense or just, like, a
Yeah.
wild quarterback and beat them, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, the Rams did lose to them by 1 point last year in the playoffs.
Yeah. And I mean, they play in a dome, so they're presenting like really good conditions for that road team to step into.
Yeah, it's not like a hostile place to go step in and have to go play. I'm sure it's loud. That's about it.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like, I could definitely see a random team like, I mean, didn't Seattle beat them last year?
Yeah.
Like in their dome? Yeah, like I could see a team like Seattle like beating them. Or even a team like New Orleans if it came down to it.
I think I saw somebody put a really weird stat out about how Detroit only plays 3 outdoor games this year. So I think like if they have to travel to a really cold place in the playoffs, that doesn't bode well for them.
Hey man, that's what Philadelphia is in January.
Yep. Big up Sheik. Shout out to everybody in here. Make sure you guys give Sheik TV a follow. That's one of the Sarcasm City family members. Oh, also, Sheik, I heard you're a Giants fan, which I thought was really interesting because like you're in Northern California, and I just want to wonder why you're a Giants fan and why you would do that to yourself if you're from Northern California.
Yeah, respect yourself. Just root for the Niners.
Like I know Eddie absolutely hates being a Raiders fan. Like we actually have to actively talk him into acknowledging that he's a Raiders fan every time we stream with him. So I understand not wanting that for yourself. But going from that to the Giants is like not really a significant jump up.
Yeah, I don't really get it. I think being a Giants fan is like the worst fan base to be in the NFC right now
I agree.
because you can't even really rebuild. You know you're going to need to because like say what you want about the Cowboys extending Dak, but like the Cowboys have been a minimum level of good for the last like 3 or 4 years, right?
Yeah.
You know they're going to be in the playoffs. Like you're going to almost guarantee it.
Yeah.
Whether or not they win or not is like kind of up for debate once they get there, but they're going to be there.
Yep.
The Eagles like are also like a competent organization. Like they're always going to be there too. So that's two teams in your division. That's a quarter of your games almost a year where you run into this problem.
Ah. So he grew up in New York and you moved your Giants fandom with you. That's tough.
Yeah, man, that sucks. At least you get to watch early games.
Yeah, Dexter Lawrence said after the game that he doesn't respect Giants fans that boo. And my thing is like I'm pretty sure the Giants fans that boo don't respect a team that's this bad. So like I think you guys are pretty even in that regard. Like the disrespect is just mutual.
He can not respect all he wants, but like the Giants had a shit year last year, lost 28-6 to Sam Darnold in their home opener. You're gonna get booed. I don't know what to tell you.
They lost 40-0 in their home opener last year and then
Like
28
if
to
the
6
Raiders beat the Ravens next week, I hope all the Ravens players get booed.
for sure.
That's kind of just how it works. Yo, Goff is getting fucking torched by these guys. Like they are teeing off on him.
And the Lions offensive line is supposed to be really good as well.
And Aaron
So
Donald retired. What's going on?
oh shit. Oh shit. Goff threw a pick, but the guy dropped it. Goff did his part though. He threw that pick. The motherfucker just drew. He didn't. Well, to be honest, it's a hard catch, but he had it in his hands, and then it wasn't. Damn, that's why he's a DB. That placement on the ball is terrible by Goff, though.
That's not a hard catch. Like, not really. I mean, it is, but like, you got to make that play.
That's the thing. Like the acrobatics of jumping and turning your body is difficult, but the fact that you had it in both your hands, that's the easy part.
Yeah, you just got to make that play as a DB. Like, you wait for that and that sort of coverage and that sort of situation. Like, they
Yep.
practice that shit.
Yeah, underthrow on that type of route.
I mean, he would probably grab the mic himself and say, "Yeah, he should have caught that."
Probably.
But oh, 3-and-out for the Lions. How do you feel about the new kickoff?
So I don't actually think it's. I don't think the outcome that they expected to happen happened because I think teams are just conceding the 30, and I don't think that they thought teams would do that. But yeah, like I think teams are kind of hesitant to just really go all the way into whatever their tactics and strategies are because it's all untested. Like I don't think a team wants to just completely go all the way into trying to pin the other team and then they find out that their strategies suck because they gave up like 2 kick return touchdowns. Like I think teams are just giving up the 30 and seeing how things go. And to be honest, I don't think there's been like a crazy uptick in scoring. So I think teams are just going to keep giving up the 30. And I think the whole purpose of this was to increase returns. And for people who don't know what happened, initially the first rule change was to move touchbacks out to the 35. And then they thought maybe that was a little bit too extreme. So they dropped it back to the 30. I think they got to move that shit back to the 35 because I don't think teams will regularly give up the 35. So then that's when you'll actually get returns. They're not really getting returns like that now.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen like a much of a difference in like return rate.
We
I
got
don't know.
we got marginally more returns. We got a kick return touchdown today, but like it's not the night and day change that they're trying to get. So I think if they move it to the 35, teams will kick it into the landing zone and you'll actually get returns.
I'm gonna be honest, man. I don't want to move touchbacks higher up though.
So the thing is like if you don't want to do that, then I think you completely scrap this model and then try another model.
I get it. I just don't know about like forcing returns. I get it from an entertainment standpoint. From like a competitive point, I don't like that.
So my thing is like if you want to
I
like
also hate. I also hate special teams bailing out bad offense.
right. But what do you think the functional like I think functionally if you move the
They just
kickoff
wanted. Are you
the
talking about
kickoff
moving it
right
up or
now,
moving it back?
they kick the ball from the 30 or the 25. Like I think if you move the kicking point a little further deeper, like that's maybe what would get the outcome you're looking
Won't they
for.
kick it from the 35 now?
I don't know where they kick it from.
I thought it used to be a 30, but it's a 35 now.
Fuck it, move it back to the 30. Like, something like that. I don't think they have to do all this.
I think that's a simpler fix than uh, pulling touchbacks out to the 35.
Because that's the thing is that's what the original model was, and the idea is that that'll discourage touchbacks, so they're going to kick it to the one, and then you'll get returns every kickoff. Because when you hear them talking about it, their issue is that the kickoff became like a ceremonial play. Everybody knows it's a touchback. People just leave the game and get whatever, like get waters or drinks, whatever. Like they want that play to be an entertaining play, that a play that has a meaningful impact on the game and something that people want to watch. So that's their outlook on it. I don't necessarily understand why that has to happen because like it's not like the fact that a kickoff is a ceremonial play. It's not like that discourages viewers. People are still watching your games, right? You're not losing an audience because things are that way. I think it was fine the way it was. I think that the impact of no longer having surprise onside kicks really sucks. Like I think the fact that we took that away is a serious bad thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we should find a way of doing this that doesn't kill the surprise onside kick. And if kickoffs being touchbacks is just what happens, then so be it. Also, the other thing is, I don't actually think that this is an incredibly safe play. I've seen some violent collisions off these kickoffs.
Did Stafford go down holding his ankle again?
Yeah.
Poor guy.
I've seen some guys get smoked in these kick returns.
He had to come back and get it though. I don't think he got it. That's a very favorite. I don't know. I don't really know how to spot these things. First down, whatever. You calling that the throw of the year, Collinsworth? You just threw a guy open on a drag route.
Yeah.
That's not that. Like, it's only crazy because he's immobile and he's got pressure bearing down on him.
Yeah.
It was important, but I don't know, man. Oh, this is why the Rams don't run the ball. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, they made a conscious effort to just get all the tiny running backs in football. I don't know if they have a running back taller than 5'10". So, I mean, not that means a player can't run between the tackles, but they just don't have a physically imposing running back at all.
Well, then, yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah.
That seems like a roster issue.
Yeah, I mean, LeGarrette Blount's and Gus Edwards's and Derrick Henry's, like, they have a pretty important role, I think.
Oh, everybody needs to have a running back who like can get 2 or 3 yards between the tackles, and everybody knows they're going to run.
Yep.
A guy who will never fumble, will fall forward, good feet, can turn a 2-yard run into a 4-yard run over the course of the game. That makes a huge difference.
Yep. I'm gonna look it up now to see how much they even weigh. Starting running back Kyron Williams is 5'9", 200 pounds.
Yeah,
Backup running back Blake Corum is 5'8", 210 pounds.
Okay, so
Other backup,
the guy from Michigan, right?
yeah, and then the other running back is 5'8", 192 pounds.
Yeah, I guess but Corum's probably not going to be like their every down guy.
I don't think Corum's got a snap yet in this game. Like they've played.
I didn't even know he was on the Rams, so I don't think he has either.
Yeah, Williams and Ronnie Rivers have gotten all the run.
Okay. Well, they get the win. Who fucking cares, right? 2nd and 17, not great. Not fucking great.
Not ideal.
Stay in bounds, though, you idiot. Why did you do that? Now they get to save a timeout. That was so dumb. Right?
Yep.
How do you... Oh, my God.
Holy shit. Cooper Cup. Tried to throw him open. Put the ball a little bit too far.
Oh, you got to hit that one, though.
Yep.
You and the Lions get to save 2 timeouts because dude ran out of bounds and an incomplete pass. Did you see Boswell punted today for the Steelers because their punter got injured?
No, I didn't see that. That's crazy. 6 field goals and a punt?
Yeah, he had a 43-yard punt with no return.
Give that guy the game ball.
I hope he got one.
Literally the leading scorer in the game, only scorer for your team.
But hey, man, wins are wins.
Yep.
I look, you think Justin Fields is a better fit for the Steelers offense?
Yeah, because if you look at
their line is mid, and him being so shifty can buy himself time.
And when I think about how Arthur Smith's offense was supposed to look, if I use the Titans offense as what it's supposed to look like, it's not like they had Ryan Tannehill throwing the ball all over the field. You got to hand the ball off a lot, and then when you have your opportunities to run, you got to take advantage. So I think Fields, I don't really understand the value of Russell Wilson in that offense. I think if you had an offense that was a little bit more about play action, air it out, that's where I'd want Russ. But if we're not doing that, give me Fields.
Mm-hmm.
2 minutes to go, people. Detroit will have the ball. Game on the line. At least we get kind of a good ending to the Sunday of football that we've all been waiting for.
Mm-hmm.
I think every primetime game came down to the last possession. So that's good. That's good. Things got weird last year with the primetime games.
Yeah. Commanders open up as 3-point favorites against the Giants next week.
Home favorites?
I think
yeah,
so.
They're home favorites. Damn, they just said we'll give you the home field advantage. That's it.
Crazy.
Yeah, I saw for the spreads this week. I think there was only 4 or 5 games that were beyond a 4-point spread. Vegas really had no feel for what was going to go on, and that it makes sense.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, I've been meaning to check this. Damn, okay. The Giants actually got offense. I think there was a point in the third quarter where they had 150 yards of offense. and Saquon himself had like 130 a couple of days earlier. So it's a real rough week one for the Hard Knocks footage that the Giants put out.
Oh my God, that's right. The Giants are on Hard Knocks.
Yeah, they were on the first ever off-season Hard Knocks where the general manager is going to talk through like his rationale for every single move, and then they're going to put it out there, and we're all going to be able to critique it as the season goes on.
Yeah, I hope he gets fired.
Yeah. Yeah, it was crazy too, because like you hear him saying he was like, "Look, I don't know if we can pay Saquon because we paid Daniel Jones $40 million a year," and we're like, "That's a troubling rationale."
Yeah, I don't know. But he'll lose his job.
Yeah.
Deservedly so.
All right, so we have a like 10, 15-yard pass to Laporta that's going to become a 30-yard play because of a helmet-to-helmet unnecessary roughness penalty. So the Lions are basically in field goal range already. They have a kicker that is this is his first game in the NFL. He was kicking in this stadium for the what is the league called? UFL, XFL, something FL. But yeah, he was kicking for the Michigan team in that league. Kicked in this stadium, hit a 50-yard game winner. Got a tryout with the Lions. We'll have to kick a field goal to potentially tie this game, maybe. Jahmyr Gibbs, whoa, 9 yards, and then dives right into Amon-Ra St. Brown's ankles, who's blocking for the screen. It's always a dangerous moment. I had Jameson Williams on the bench for Breece Hall today. Well, I mean, you better hope Breece Hall cooks tomorrow, but Niners defense, it's going to be a tough test. Second and 2, Goff drops back. Lots of time. Takes a shot at the end zone. And turns out he was throwing to a receiver that was about to fall down, and thankfully there's no interception from his standpoint. But that was dangerous. Third and 2, pretty big down. Toss to Jahmyr Gibbs, who gets the 3 yards. I was hoping that wouldn't work because I want to see Detroit go for it on fourth down when they're down 3 in field goal range because you know they would. Like Detroit is something else.
I think they would have had to kick it.
I hear you, but Detroit is on another level when it comes to this. And the way the coach talks about it, I think he's in too deep and he's just going to just be aggressive to a fault from this point onwards.
Nah, man.
4th and 2, I don't think he can deny the urge.
Considering how the NFC Championship game went, I think he will.
So I think I have an investment in the Lions being in those positions as often as possible because I just want to see like what is his limit. If he reins it back, like good on him because he should. But like the way he talked about it afterwards, he was just like, bro, that's who I am. It's what got us here in the first place, and I'm not changing. And I just want to see like how 10 toes down are you about this? Niners said CMC is questionable, but they said he'll play. Yeah, I mean, if he's not healthy at all, like week 1 is not worth risking it.
Well, does the NFL still have the rule where everybody gets a primetime game?
So I don't think so.
Or maybe not primetime, but like a standalone game.
Yeah, because I think the way it ended up working is that every team is scheduled to have one, but then a bunch of games can get flexed out starting like week 10 or whatever. But I don't think it's mandatory that every team gets one because also like hold on, let me see if Carolina has a primetime game.
They got a London game, dude. That's
You're right. See the standalone game. Yeah, I guess. 1st and 10, incompletion for Detroit. All right, let me check. Who else would be in this conversation? Yeah, actually, yeah, every team does because the Giants are the other. The Giants are the opponent in that game. The Patriots have the Thursday night game against the Jets next week. That receiver gets tackled at 3rd and 5. Hold on, Detroit's just gonna let the clock run. Where are they on the field? Why are they doing this? They finally took a timeout. They let about 4 seconds run off the clock before taking that timeout. They probably won't run him much. You know what it is, Jared? I had Christian McCaffrey's backup on my fantasy team in one of my leagues. I rostered him the entire year because I'm like, yo, Christian McCaffrey, like he misses games here and there. And McCaffrey played every single game. So I don't know. I don't know like if there's a conscious effort for him to play every game now that he's on a team he actually likes playing for, but that guy stayed healthy as hell last year.
Man, we're really gonna get overtime. No, I didn't want this.
Third and 5, drop back. His receiver stumbles. He throws an incompletion to Jahmyr Gibbs. And yeah, 4th and 5, they're kicking this field goal.
If you're the Rams and
Yeah.
you got like 15 seconds left
Yeah.
with 3 timeouts,
Yeah.
you got to try and air that bitch out, right?
Yeah.
You got to try it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You also have a veteran quarterback, right? So you're just assuming that the freak disaster things that could happen in 15 seconds, because you have a vet, you're just hoping that that prevents those
Well, I
things.
mean, I think it's worth the risk if you get the ball at the 30, right?
Yep.
'Cause
And
you
then
need
I think
what?
from the Rams standpoint, they'll obviously concede the 30 because, like, you know, there's actually a real threat that a kickoff could go the other way.
Well, yeah, like you get it at the 30, you need what, 25, about 27 yards for a shot at a field goal?
Yep.
That's 2 plays.
Oh shit! So the UFL game-winning kick he made in this stadium was from 64. So he
There
had
you
a
go.
64-yard game winner in this stadium, and that's what got him his NFL opportunity.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, Tucker kicked it from 66 in the stadium.
The Cowboys kicker today made it from 66, but it didn't count because of a delay of game. That's the funniest shit ever.
Damn.
And then I'm like, I thought they should let him kick it from 71 because it was the last play of the second quarter. So I thought that was okay, but they decided to not do that.
Well, at least that guy went to the NFL from the UFL. That's dope.
Yep. That's a win already. Anything he
got
does
like hurt
at this
in
point.
training camp, right?
What's that?
Detroit's main kicker got hurt in training camp or some shit.
Yep. And they said, look, let's just give the guy who kicks in our stadium a chance.
Not a bad idea.
Well, touchback. Rams are at the 30. 17 seconds on the clock. Definitely time with 3 timeouts for at least 3 plays. You have 16 seconds to run plays here. So you got 3 cracks at it. You got 3 timeouts. You can run plays for every part of the field. You have 2 good receivers. You have a quarterback that's kind of done this before. So let's see what they come up with. Joel says might be the tie for the season. Bro, I don't want to see 10 minutes of overtime. I don't have 10 minutes of overtime in me. I'm just going to be honest.
Yeah, nobody needs that, bro.
Stafford takes a shot, throws a wow. Now Detroit decides to drop an interception. He had a guy, kind of, but to be honest, I thought it was a bad pass. He's making it seem like the receiver didn't run the route properly. I don't know what really happened there, but that was dangerous.
That guy's drop was even worse.
Yep. Had a chance to use his chest to catch the ball.
Yeah.
Still fucked it up.
That's really funny because if he would have caught it there at the 45,
yeah,
they would have only needed like 10 yards for this dude to get a shot.
Yep. And even if you're at the 45, what, the kick from there is 63? I mean, literally, you have a guy that made it from 64. So, like, at the very worst, you can just try that kick anyways.
Yep.
But yeah, I was just talking about how, like, you definitely go for it because you have a vet. Like, what's the worst thing that could happen? And then he almost throws a pick.
Well, I don't know, man. Why were they trying to work the sideline so aggressively with 3 timeouts?
No clue. Well, second down. 11 seconds to go. 3 wide receivers out there. And a tight end. I don't know why we need the tight end. Get a 4th receiver on this field and let's get it cracking. Stafford. The pressure almost gets home. And to be honest, Stafford came pretty close to leaving the ball out there for a strip sack. Overtime. Yay.
No. I'm gonna do dishes, man. Fuck this.
For real. Oh God, they got to do a dramatic ass coin toss. Captains have to go to midfield. Just wasting time. It was Goff and Stafford, so I get it. They think it's a moment. Have we ever seen a playoff overtime with the college rules? No, I don't think so.
College overtime stinks. Completely fucking reeks, dude. I don't like it.
I think I watched it for the first time yesterday live, actually. And I think like it kind of just feels like you've entered a different game.
Yeah, it's too detached from the normal game.
Yep.
That's what I don't like about it.
And like I think some people would say that like deciding a football match by penalties is also like detached from the game. But what I would say is like in a football match, when guys run around for 2 hours, like there's a physical limit. And I think with these matches, like we see guys play a whole overtime, like it's possible. So maybe if you say that the college overtime format happens after 1 overtime, that makes sense because you're preserving the physical limit there. But to just do it instead of overtime, yeah, I don't think it's necessary.
Nah, man, regular overtime slaps.
I don't like college overtime rules until it benefits my team. Fair.
Nah, college overtime. I just don't like it, man. Getting the ball at the 25, like if you're gonna do that, make it like you get the ball
Yeah,
at midfield,
yeah,
and if you want to punt the ball,
yeah.
something like that. Nah, actually, no, just play it regular. Fuck that.
Especially in college, where college, like crazy shit happens in college. Those overtime games would end quickly.
Because in the third overtime, you have to go for two after you score now,
I think it's even the second.
or something like that. Like it's
Yeah.
so bullshit. But yeah, I hate that. It's so detached from the regular game. I hate all of that. All right, let's make my lunch for work tomorrow. Why the fuck not, huh?
Yeah, I wish I was doing the same right now. But yeah, shout out to the 39 people still watching. Um, I think like 100 people got dropped into this stream from the redirect, and most of you guys stuck around, and that was in like the beginning of the second quarter. So much love to you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this stream. We're gonna, I don't know, I think we're gonna follow this for the rest of the game, but like there's a chance it gets really bad and I just can't do it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like the video.
All right, guys,
Thanks.
we're watching 2 possessions of this shit. All right,
That's it.
2 possessions. I'm
That's
praying.
all you get from us.
You know what I want? The receiving team to score on the kickoff rule. That's what I want.
That would be fire.
Do I think that's going to happen? Hell no. But that'd be hilarious.
Thoughts on Kendrick Lamar performing at halftime? I think it's probably one of the bigger moments that they could have made out of the halftime show. I think Taylor Swift was probably the only bigger moment. And she seems to not want to do it. So Kendrick Lamar is the next best thing. I think the Jay-Z angle of it is kind of amusing. And yeah, I look forward to it. I think it'll be a pretty good time. I watched the whole Pop Out show and I thought it was great. And in my head, I'm starting to piece together what I think the set would look like, because the Super Bowl halftime shows, what, like the actual music part of it is like what, 15 minutes?
Yeah.
Because at the Pop Out, so there's a clip on YouTube that I have saved of his performance, which is about an hour and 35 minutes. But obviously, he runs off Not Like Us for like 20 minutes at the end. So I think he did a bunch of songs in about an hour, 10 minutes. It's going to be tough for him to get down to 15 minutes.
Oh, the Lions got the ball?
Yeah, they just cut to the game randomly. We missed first down.
What the fuck?
We missed the kickoff and first down, man. What the hell?
I was wondering. I'm like, did I miss something?
Does he have a song? Like, what's his song with Lil Wayne?
I don't know, man.
I don't know either.
That shit's going to be cool, though. It'll be fine.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Montgomery. They finally bring him down. David Montgomery rips off like 25 yards. Hell yeah. Let's get this touchdown.
Get this motherfucking variety in.
First and 10 from the 37. They hand it off to David Montgomery again, who is running his ass off. What the hell? Yo, this is exactly what the Rams don't have, and it might be the thing that beats them. That's hilarious. 2nd and 10 from the 28. They got Jahmyr Gibbs in the game now. Swing pass to Gibbs, out of bounds at the 20. Gibbs trucks a cameraman. That's guaranteed to happen at least a couple times on any given Sunday.
Kind of swing it back to the conversation about the Super Bowl halftime show.
Yeah.
Before any of you in the comments get upset, I asked this seriously, who actually cares that much about the halftime show? At least within the audience that watches streams like this about sports.
Yeah.
You guys really care about the halftime entertainment that much?
So what I'd say is I think if a halftime show is good, that's cool. But then if a halftime show is really bad, it's still okay. Because you can then just do something else with the time.
Yes.
The upside of a good halftime show, it doesn't necessarily take away the potential for bad, because there is no potential for bad. It's either going to sprinkle on some added entertainment to the experience or it's not. And that's okay.
For example, in the Rams-Patriots Super Bowl, who performed at halftime? I don't remember.
No clue.
I just remember that being the worst Super Bowl I've watched.
Yeah. Montgomery up the middle to the 9. Oh, I respect the hell out of Detroit right now. They're trying to kill this game quickly.
Hey, man, they understand the assignment.
Yep. If a Lion player fumbles here, I'm going to be really pissed.
Unless the Rams scoop and score.
This is hilarious. Joel says Maroon 5 because I remember Travis Scott with SpongeBob. He remembered it was Maroon 5 because of Travis Scott and SpongeBob.
Okay. So, yeah, I don't know, man. Took us long enough to get there. Okay, it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. The halftime show really doesn't matter that much. If the game's fire, the halftime show you'll never remember.
This game
has been. The reason I remember Beyonce performed when the Ravens won is because the lights went out that game.
Yep.
And all the jokes about Beyonce turning the lights out.
Yep.
That's the only reason I remember that.
This overtime drive has been a bludgeoning. But yeah, that's the only reason, really.
Yeah, other than that, guys, I just don't think it matters. So, yeah, I mean, it'll be cool in the same way that, almost every Super Bowl halftime show is cool to me. But I understand I'm not really the target audience for that kind of thing.
Yep. I also remember that Katy Perry performance because Russell Wilson choked like a motherfucker. Again, I feel like you have a better memory of these things than most people. I remember the people, but I have no clue which Super Bowl was which. Handoff, Montgomery up the middle, and this game is over. This last drive was a bludgeoning. They just handed the ball to the running back up the middle, and the offensive line just whooped ass.
All right. Lions win. We're cool with that?
Yep. But that's it, people. We're gonna end the stream here. Shout out to everybody that's tapped in. 39 people watching right now. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel on your way out. You don't want to miss any of the live streams. We're going to be bringing you guys the next one's on Thursday. Bills, Dolphins. Hopefully it's a good time. All the primetime games were good so far. That streak, if it continues, we'll all be happy viewers. But yeah, like I said,
for Bills, Dolphins, I'll drop by.
Bet. I'll keep that in mind. Peter's going to be here. I'm going to be here. I hope you guys are here too. But on that note, we're out. You guys take care.